back. I think we're live. We are here in the lobby room for our first game here. This is CSGO Rumble and Turaku from Kick-Ass versus Barraza versus Go Lucky and Young Pasha from Fade Out here. If we can swap over to the Brawlhalla screen, I know the stream is delayed, but that's the only reference I have. We will be getting started with this game. Please begin. Jail, have fun. Oh, that's like have fun. Yes, here we go. And we are live. And there we go. We have our beautiful lobby ready to go up. Our game is starting here. We'll see how they strike out, see what map we end up. It is a 2v2, which does favor certain maps over others. We got Blackguard, keep it out. Small Grumpy Temple is out. No Shipwreck, which makes sense. Kind of a small map. No Thunder Guard. No, going to see none of that pit game. No Mammoth Fortress is interesting. Are we going to see King's Pass? We might see King. No, we're going to see Great Hall right over here to Great Hall. And we do have that Nyx pick out from Turaku, Koji out from CSGO. And we have, looks like a Val and a Barraza from the other team. Gonna get into it. We're gonna see the blue team quickly pick up both weapons here. Gonna try and hold out and do some damage. We're seeing a little team damage out from Young Pasha out here, though, unfortunately. Side stick out from Young Pasha will hit. Meanwhile, Turaku on the right side does have a very solid control. CSGO Rumble comes in with a side light. And very early game, these players are figuring out how the other team plays. You know, it's figuring out how it goes, how that happens. Turaku coming in with a recovery. Meanwhile, on the right side, we do have both red team, although CSGO Rumble does turn around with a side air onto Go Luckies. And there we go. We see a down air onto CSGO Rumble. Again, red team on the edge. Blue team holding strong. Side stick out from Go Luckies. Gonna get the KO onto CSGO. Gonna get an early lead for the blue team right there. Meanwhile, Turaku trying to get some damage. Throws out the side stick. Gets punished by Go Lucky. Another side stick out from Go Lucky. Gonna hit Go Rumble. Damage already building up onto Go Lucky, who is on his second. Sorry, who is still on his first stock in that red.
Is my microphone of a good level right now?
I can hear you, but let's wait for stream to give us a little bit of feedback. You have not missed too much so far. We are seeing the blue team with a solid hold, although side stick out from Turaku does get the KO onto Young Pasha. Gonna put a very even game here, although blue team still in quite a solid lead. Nice little bit of control there out on the right side, although the recovery will not KO Go Luckies. Go Luckies hanging out. Survive.
It looks like both teams are trading rather evenly so far, but we do see, CSGO Rumble at a damage deficit here. But, thankfully Turaku has managed to hold on to his stock for quite a while, and he can use that to rack up a ton of damage.
Again, blue team here down onto 2 stocks, down light into side air out from Turaku. Turaku goes for the side stick, gets punished by a side stick out from Go Luckies for the KO. CSGO right now in the red. Likely to be a target here for the blue team. And the side stick out is actually going to get the KO onto CSGO. Very nicely done. Side stick out from Turaku. Going to try and turn this around, although the blue team's still up by 1 whole stock.
All right. You see the blue team with a pretty solid lead here so far, but both players are in the kill percent, and Pasha is looking to get taken out. Still working on this stuff. You're gonna have to cast this game for me, my man.
It's all good, my dude. It's all good. Young Pasha in with another side stick. It will hit. Go Lucky's gonna recover over. Turaku going for a grab cancel right there, but Go Lucky's able to avoid it. And we're seeing here again 2-1 stocks on either team. Down air out from Go Lucky's. CSGO Rumble. You're coming through, going off head to head with Go Lucky's. Go Lucky's gonna opt instead to move out to Turaku, get a little bit of that 2v1 action. Although the down air from Turaku does turn it around. Whatever you just did, keep it.
My microphone should be good now, hopefully. Looks like Young Pasha is going to be taken out rather soon if he doesn't, adjust his playstyle. He's nearing the kill percent, but CSGO Rumble being taken out first.
Oh, beautiful grab cancel and sig right there for the KO onto Young Pasha.
Fantastic. Now we're left with a 1v1 between Go Luckies and Turaku. Go Luckies with a stock lead, but he is in the kill percent, and it's not going to take much to take him out. Turaku evening up the stocks.
Becoming a 1v1 very quickly here. Fresh stocks either way. This is a very, it's a clutch situation for both of these teams. Whoever's going to take is going to take the first game in the set. Right now, we are seeing Turaku without a weapon, going to opt instead sight for those guns, throws out an Ensig. However, Go Lucky holding kind of control over this map at the moment, using his position, using those side airs very well, very efficiently to keep control.
He's got great gun spacing, and he's doing a great job at punishing and racking up the damage. You can see it here with the damage lead he's got so far. That recovery almost connected. What a great interrupt from Turaku.
We're going to punish that sidelight on Turaku with a recovery. Go Lucky's here in a very solid position to maybe take this game. Connects with the side sig. We'll throw out the taunt, and we'll take the first match there.
All right, fantastic. Go Lucky's is going to take game 1 for the blue team.
And I think we are all set, correct? We're all good to go. I mean, your mic
we should be
okay
good.
on my end.
Let's just get a confirmation from the stream that all the audio is correct. And yeah, it looks like we're okay to go. I don't know what happened there. I think my USB ports died or something because my camera cut out and my audio is weird. Very unfortunate. The caster's curse indeed.
Excellent, excellent. Good, good, good. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the confirmation and for bearing with us through our minor technical difficulties here. We are going to be starting the second game quite soon.
Absolutely.
We did see Go Lucky and Turaku take that first match. It did come down to a 1v1, both fresh stocks for both players. And, you know, we might see another 1v1 in our next match. It'll be interesting to see.
Absolutely. That was a very close match for both teams. I mean, I only got to catch the end of it because I was trying to fix the the issues we were facing. However, it appeared to be a pretty even match as far as, damage and stocks go.
I do want to point out there that it is a CSGO Rumble and Turaku on the red team, and Go Lucky and Young Pasha on the blue team.
Correct.
So I believe the stream.
I have it set as TSM because his name was so long, but I could probably just do CSGO Rumble. Let me update that for you real quick.
Great.
There we go.
All right, and we go into our game. We're seeing a swap out on Young Pasha, out to this Wu Shang. Gonna stick with the Barazis for Baraza with Go Luckies, Nyx, and Koji. Same pick, although the Koji is different, I believe, for CSGO.
Going into Game 2 on ThunderGuard Stadium. Alright, and we see Yun Pasha opening up with some unarmed here, getting denied a weapon by CSGO Rumble, and taking a ton of damage. He's already found himself in the orange. Oh, okay.
We are seeing Turaku with a really nice little sight string right out there. Again, you're looking at Turaku, you're looking at Young Pasha, and the damage on them is so high. Side air out from Turaku, knocks Young Pasha out. Turaku aims for that neutral and grab cancel Ensig, but Young Pasha able to survive here. Meanwhile, Go Lucky picks up the recovery for the KO onto Turaku, gonna put an early lead into the blue team.
Absolutely, but we see Young Pasha in the kill percent, and he's gonna get taken out by that Koji's down sig. Stocks are rather even at this point, but CSGO Rumble with a beautiful bowstring racking up a ton of damage onto Go Lucky.
Turaku with a nice punish on that downsig out from Young Pasha over here. Meanwhile, on the right side, we do see CSGO kind of swap out the teammates here. Ooh, a little bit of 2v1 action right there.
We're looking to see Go Lucky either close out CSGO's stock, or he's looking to get taken out rather soon himself. He's in a very dangerous position right now with his health percentage. However, Baraza does have a ton of defense, but that's not going to be enough to save him from that Koji's downsig. We
are seeing Turaku having both of the blue team members kind of moving away from him as he throws out those end lights, those neutral lights. Although the side sig out from Young Pasha does get the KO right there.
That was some great signature placement.
I would agree. And the beautiful down ground pound right there from Turaku for the KO onto Young Pasha. Meanwhile, getting Go Lucky out on the right side, out of commission for a little bit, allowing the red team a moment of respite right there. Turaku catches that downlight and will try and follow it up with a recovery, but Go Lucky moves out of it.
CSGO Rumble has managed to hold on to this stock for, oh wow, the Caster's Curse. He had managed to hold on to that stock for quite a while, using it to rack up a ton of damage, but he was so abruptly taken out.
Go Lucky holding strong for his team right now on 2 stocks. Meanwhile, knows he's damaged, staying a little bit farther away, will get hit by that side light. Turaku, though, with that down air, gonna follow it up with a grab cancel down sig. Go Lucky avoids it down air, though. Right there, coming through. Turaku with another side air. Go Lucky gonna recover low, but will get hit by the ground pound, and that will KO, pulling Go Lucky down to his 2nd stock. Meanwhile, CSGO up here, comfortable on 2 stocks, only in that yellow at the moment, and is putting the pressure out here on the red team, working well with Young Pasha to connect, allow that side sig to connect. 2 hit right there.
Young Pasha has found himself in a dangerous position, though. In the kill percent, Turaku is looking to take him out.
The team damage right there from the blue team, not so good, but nice swap right there as the Young Pasha misses that sig. CSGO here on the edge. Down air, and there's a Go Lucky right now. I mean, this is fairly close game. CSGO has that extra stock. The nice dodge right through that spear ground pound. Young Pasha here holding the edge, misses with that side stick just a little bit to the right there. Down sig out with a recovery punish from Young Pasha for the KO. Meanwhile, it looks like Turok does get the KO onto Go Lucky, turning his
the gravy cancel side signature coming out from Turaku is going to close out game 2. This is a tight set so far. It's pretty good.
Very nicely done. And we're going to see a game 3 between these 2 teams, a best of 3. Oh man, very, very exciting. I wonder if we could drop the bracket in chat.
Absolutely. Sorry about that. Let me moderate you actually on top of that. Here's the bracket link for anybody who doesn't have it.
And here we go. We are seeing the same legend choice out from both teams. And here we go. We're going to see our map pick right now. Again, no Thunder Guard. Didn't really work out so well for them on that last game. Mammoth Fortress out. Shipwreck Falls out. Blackguard Keep is out as well. King's Pass.
I wonder if we're going to go to the Great Hall. We are. We're going into Game 3 on the Great Hall. CSGO Rumble and Turaku versus Go Lucky's Young Pasha.
Game start. Let's see how it goes. Gonna see the blue team again opt to get both the weapons right. The Turaku saying no with that sidelight. Will pick up that scythe instead, and connecting, getting a little sight string right there. Turning it around, trying to get that recovery out onto Go Lucky. Go Lucky though turns it around with a downlight into a Cinder downlight again, coming up from Turaku out onto Go Lucky. Go Lucky riding that wall, waiting it out, being patient. Meanwhile, CSGO putting the pressure onto Young Pasha.
I really like that weapon denial from Turaku onto Young Pasha. That led into a ton of damage being racked up on him. Young Pasha has found himself in the kill percent, and Turaku looks like he's going to try to take that stock out right now. He's got him in position for Edgard, but he ended up hitting his own teammate. Oh, unfortunate.
Beautiful recovery pickup right there from Turaku right for the KO onto Young Pasha, and then a downlight followed by another recovery for the double KO. There's the KO onto Go Lucky. Blue team down a full stock at the moment. Turaku and CSGO in a very commanding lead.
Absolutely. You know, CSGO and both CSGO and Turaku are in very dangerous positions right now, though, and they're going to have to space perfectly to avoid losing these stocks, but they are racking up a ton of damage, especially on Young Pasha. He's finding himself to get abused. But he does get a nice side signature right there, and that's going to close out CSGO's stock, and the ground pound is going to take Turaku out. That's a nice double kill.
Meanwhile, Go Lucky opting to control the weapon space in this game right now, hanging back, does pick up that axe, trying to deny the red team any weapons, although CSGO is able to pick up that sword. Turok is able to get those guns, but again, we are seeing a very, again, slightly in favor of the red team at the moment. Ground pound, gonna get punished by that sidelight out from CSGO. CSGO gonna get knocked out by 2 side airs in a row, and then a downlight into a side air out from Young Pasha.
While this game is rather even, I feel like we're consistently seeing the blue team
beautiful ground pound out from Turaku
on the losing end of the damage trades, which is really unfortunate. But both teams still competing rather well. It looks like Go Lucky's about to lose his stock, but he does avoid the finishing blow there.
The diable side air right there to go ahead and get the KO onto CSGO. Brings it down to 2-1, 2-1 for both teams. Go Lucky will survive, come out here, will narrowly move himself above that ends to the grab cancel neutral sig out from Turaku and survive. CSGO though saying, no, you know what, you can't survive, throws out a grab cancel neutral sig of his own. But Go Lucky saying no, throwing out that down air and then into the side air, keeping CSGO at bay with those guns. Connects with that side sig, but will get saved. CSGO does get saved by his teammate Turaku coming in there, although that did look like a recovery for the KO onto Go Lucky.
Wow,
Ooh,
what a side
heavy.
sig from... Oh, that was a down heavy? All right.
Pretty sure it was a down heavy.
What
I could be wrong, though.
What a beautiful unarmed heavy attack coming out from Go Lucky. Closing out that stock here. He is in a 1v2 situation now, but he does have CSGO nearing the kill percent. If he can close out his stock, he definitely has the chance to take this back.
And Go Lucky putting out a lot of damage onto Turaku here as well. Just controlling the board right now with this axe, using those hitboxes to his advantage, getting a little large hitboxes, although that side sig a little bit too close to Turaku to connect. A little bit of a null zone right there. The side air coming out, and he's doing a very nice job of keeping the red team split up.
I think we're going to see a 1v2. It's looking like it. Both players in the kill percent. Oh, is he going to get edge guarded, though? So close. You can see Turaku and CSGO are trying to combo into each other and follow up on each other's moves. That's really good. That's solid 2v2 play right there. But Go Lucky has got pretty solid spacing right now. He's managing to avoid these killing blows, but that recovery is going to put him in a really bad spot.
He's lost his axe right there. He's going to pick up those guns. Hey, everyone is in the red. One good sig could do it. That side sig will miss. Turaku's side sig will also narrowly avoid that.
Oh!
Punish with the down sig on the side sig. Turaku and CSGO Rumble from Kickass will go ahead and advance next upwards in the bracket.
Wow, what excellent spacing from Turaku right there. He was just perfectly positioned outside of Go Lucky's signature hitbox, and he managed to follow up and punish with a signature of his own. Fantastic games right there. And, you know, great job to CSGO Rumble and Turaku.
So I believe, do you know who our next game is that we're going to be casting?
I am not sure. Let me check out with our stream organizer real quick.
Yes, if you guys are coming to us from the front page where we might be, we may or may not be on the fridge. If this is a new game to you, Brawlhalla is a free-to-play platform fighting game for the PC, with a very active and supportive community, and a lot of love from the devs who are very active in the community as well. And if you haven't given it a shot, it's free on Steam. Coming out on PS4 very soon. You can get beta codes right now if you're lucky. Highly, highly recommend. And I'm not biased at all by the fact that here I am talking about this video game on stream.
Oh no, absolutely. We will be going on and off the front page of Twitch throughout the tournament. However, if you guys are just coming in today, you know, obviously Brawlhalla, the best free-to-play fighter on Steam, Gravy Cancel, the best Brawlhalla tournament, and we've got the best players from North America here today to compete in our Brawlhalla Circuit North American 2v2 event. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be gravy, and it looks like we're going to be looking at Mantract and Mother Russia. Versus a pretty unknown team. I haven't heard of, you know, Corey in the house or Lasatu.
We'll go with Lasatu. I think that's a very a pretty clean way of pronouncing the name. But we are good to go. As soon as our players are ready, we'll get into this next game. All right. We're seeing no Great Hall, no Mammoth Fortress. Our choice is Thunderguard. No, our choice is Blackguard. It's not a map you see all too often. I think you see it more in 2v2s again because it's got a little bit more of that space. You got those two soft floating platforms on the left and right of you know, between that center platform, and it does allow for some kind of shenanigans and allows the 2v2 to become more of a 1v1 at certain points. Mantrack and Mother Rush are both going to pick up the weapons here, both rocking that double Hattori, which is such a dangerous combination, especially when you know, take into account that they have so much speed between the two of them and just so much coverage potential.
Not only that,
the sword and the spear.
Not only that, but I think Hattori is an excellent 2v2 choice for the sense that Hattori has two auto combo weapons. She's got the spear and the sword, which are both great tools for spacing out your opponent and also getting team combos, whether that be a black hole or whatever. Did we just see an early kill?
We did just see an early kill from Mantrak onto Lisatu. Lisatu ran out of jumps because Mantrak was able to get in there with a clash and deny him that recovery. Meanwhile, Lisatu comes up with that recovery and throws out that down stick does not connect. Mantrak coming up, really chasing after Corey in the house. Corey in the house also rocking the sword at the moment. Fable, Mother Russia rather. Gonna get a little bit comboed out there, but gonna turn this around onto Lisatu. Lisatu falls into a falling stair, picks up the recovery. Mother Russia ground pounds.
While Lisatu is doing a great job at racking up the damage on Mother Russia, he is at a stock deficit, so all this damage he's taking from these trades
right there
is really, really bad for him. Hopefully he can close out this stock soon.
Lisatu connecting, gonna grab that ground pound for the KO onto Mother Russia. Mother Russia down to 2 stocks. Meanwhile, Mantrak though, hanging pretty on this first stock, is gonna hit that down stick charge too. Although there's a little bit of a charge neutral heavy right there, unarmed heavy. Mantrak will avoid that ground pound from Lisatu and recover at the same time. Gets picked up by the sidelight into the recovery from Lisatu. That's gonna KO 2 stocks all around. Meanwhile, Lisatu though, damaged here. Damaged Mother Russia, gonna hit with that like two downers onto his teammate, but turns it around with a beautiful side stick right there onto Lisatu.
Oh, they're whacking each other. Mother Russia and Mantrak are just trading blows. I think they think that they have the game in the bag, but I feel like that's a poor decision to make because that allows these opponents to really, have the opportunity to come back here.
Lisatu with some nice spacing out with those neutral layers rather, but Mantrak does survive, turns around with some neutral layers of his own, gonna connect, opt for that. Meanwhile, on the right, we just saw Corey in the house with a beautiful weapon throw KO onto Mother Russia. It's looking fairly even with a slight lead for the red team at the moment. This double Hattori working out super well for them. The down air from Lisatu and Mother Russia just down air and right back. Meanwhile, a recovery from Mantrak will get the KO onto Corey in the house off the top of the screen. Side air from Mother Russia. Lisatu gonna survive. There's a grab cancel side light. Lisatu manages to avoid it and with a weapon throw to deny that recovery.
What a great
Lisatu
interrupt.
Turning it around.
This is a great play we're seeing from Lisatu right now. He's in the kill percent, but he's doing a great job at interrupting these blows and spacing around his opponent's kill moves. Fantastic. If he can hold on to that stock for just a little while longer, they might be able to even up this match.
I just want to point out that Mantrak's controlling this edge here of how comfortable it appears. He seems to be just hanging out on that edge, waiting, baiting his opponent has been masterful. Mother Russia will survive here, will hit that side air. Lisatu will survive. Lisatu so deep in the red on his final stock. Anything could do it. A breath could get the KO. The ground pound from Lisatu, though, will get the KO onto Mantrak. 1 stock all around. Mother Russia in the red for the red team.
Very, very close at this point. Could go either way, but Mantrak with a basically fresh stock at this point. Mantrak has definitely been one of the dominant players in this game so far. Like you said, controlling the edge and
Mother Russia with a
punishing.
KO. We did just see a really nice grab cancel down light into side air on the left side for the KO into Lisatu. Meanwhile, his 2v1 is pushing the pressure right now on Corey in the house. Corey will recover. Meanwhile, Mantrak right there with a side air for the KO. It's going to put the first game into the favor of the red team.
What an excellent follow-up coming out from Mantrak. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I feel that Double Hattori is a excellent choice for a 2v2 team, just due to the weapons. Spear and sword are great weapons for team combos, black holes, and just overall, spacing out your opponent. Yeah,
and we'll see. We're going to see a Sentinel pick out from Lisatu. I love seeing the Sentinel pick. We're also seeing a little bit of a skin swap. Well, not just a skin swap, actually a legend swap as well. Koji, we got that double team. I love the Sentinel choice, though. Sentinel, one of my favorites.
Yep, I used to main Sentinel back in the day. I love Sentinel. Excellent character pick. I'm interested to see some bow play come out from Mantrak, though. That's going to be good.
Let's see what we can see. We are getting some stances here as well. Defense for both of the red team. We saw, I believe, offense for I believe it was Corey on that Val pick. Lisatu throws out the salute saying hello, gonna get the hammer. Meanwhile, Mother Russia with the sword.
Ground pounding his own teammate there. Unfortunate. But he does land that side signature. Mother Russia just throwing out heavy attacks.
very, very even back and forth game right now. Red team slightly behind here, been caught in a little bit too many of these side airs, or more of these side airs than the other team. Manjack, though, turning that around with a little bit of a string of his own down air, going to connect on Corey in the house. Meanwhile, Mother Russia getting those down airs onto Lasatu. Lasatu with the down air.
Ooh, the side signature
for the KO onto Mother Russia, knocking Mother Russia out as Mother Russia fastballs down. Lasatu, they're doing some team damage right there. Mantrack saying, come down here. I'll get you down here on my own turf in the air. Sorry, Mantrack saying all of that, rather. Oh, man.
That was a fantastic side signature coming out from Lasatu. And unfortunately for the red team, a lot of the damage they've taken so far has actually been team damage, from what I've noticed. So the blue team is looking to be in the lead so far for this match. If they can hold on to this, that would be a pretty impressive feat, seeing as both of these players, I believe, are unranked as far as
the double
goes.
KO!
Fantastic. What a great play from Mother Russia.
Oh, man, we are seeing just a quick turnaround right there already. Although Mantrack gets knocked out right there, we're seeing basically a reset here. Everyone's kind of in those clean areas. Because Mother Russia turning from yellow into orange. Gonna pick up that downlight side air combo onto Corey in the house. Again, gonna pick up some side lights, some neutral damages here out onto Corey in the house. And Lasatu, though, with a neutral air. Oh, the slide neutral sig out from Mantrack does hit Lasatu. Lasatu picks up those gauntlets, goes for the down air. Fishes a little bit too deep, and Mantrack able to turn that around into a KO. Mantrack with another side air. Is going to be another KO.
Yes.
Mother Russia might have just saved Corey. No, Corey in the house will fall out, and Mother Russia will survive. This puts a very quick, rapid turnaround for the red team to take the lead.
That was absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Mantrack and Mother Russia with a clean stock lead at this point. It's going to be very difficult to see any sort of comeback, but it is doable. Wow! The Greavy cancel Ensig from Mantrack actually cancels out Lasatu's ground pound, and he manages to recover from that. What a beautiful play.
Mantrack falling into a downer for the KO. Lasatu right there to turn it around, get the punish. Mantrack will lose that stock, but not before Corey in the house gets knocked out. Mother Russia with a neutral, which is these neutral unarmed neutral lights. And there it is. There's the KO. Mantrack and Mother Russia will not only take the game, they will take the set and move on forward.
What a commercial ending to that set. What absolutely beautiful plays. I really, really was impressed with the way Mantrack spaced with that bow and pulled off those edge guards. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And after this, we're going to be looking at, I believe, Snowy versus Slav. I don't know who else is part of that team, but that's what I was...
Well, what I'm looking in here right now is...
oh, this is a different team.
Santi...
I was lied to. I was lied to.
You were lied to, my friend. You were lied to. We are seeing Santi and Sersuki against Midget and Hyper Hero. Some names in here that have been around for quite a while. So this, I expect, should be a pretty sweet game. So I think we're ready.
Hold on a second. Let me get these names popped up here. And I'm getting different names from Jet. 1 second. I'm just gonna update the overlay real quick and make sure everybody's on the same page. Then we'll be getting into game 1 of Santi Senpai and Midget, or no, Santi Senpai and Sersuki versus Midget and Hyper Hero.
All right, I'm excited for this game. We're seeing that Roland pick out from Hyper Hero. Roland with the extra speed is very scary. He's got that kind of middle of the road dex attack, and with that speed boost, he's got that middle of the road speed as well. But he's still got 7 defense, and 7 defense is such a strong asset. I think especially in 2v2 where you can really use that extra durability to just kind of get in there, be a little bit more of a punching bag, be a little more of a tank for your teammate, and just the more you survive, the more damage you can deal, and the more damage you deal, the better you do. It's kind of the name of the game. We're seeing a Scarlet out from Santi, which is exciting. Again, with that speed stance, and I love the choice. This choice for the speed stance is always so cool because you can move around and maneuver so much more ably with that speed, and that's in 2v2. That could be the difference between saving your teammate from certain death and not. All right, I'm pretty excited for this game, you guys.
Absolutely. I believe this is who we're watching. I believe we should be watching Santi Senpai versus Sersuki. At least that's what I understand. But My bracket admin's telling me otherwise, so I'm very confused. But it looks like we're going into game 1 of this set. We're just going to watch this, and we'll have that all figured out afterwards. Stage striking is underway. Santi Senpai with the Scarlet pick, Sursuki with the Orion, and Midget and Hyper Hero rocking Bryn and Sir Roland.
All right, Mammoth Fortress here. We're gonna get right on into
Mammoth Fortress in game 1. Both teams have a weapon so far. Bryn with a spear, looking to rack up some damage onto Sursuki, but Hyper Hero is finding himself to get abused by Scarlet's hammer.
There's a down air coming out from Santi. Midget here on the right. Meanwhile, we're seeing on the left side with Hyper Hero with that lance just getting there, being very punishing. A lot of team damage right there from the blue team. Although the recovery with the weapon throw, Santi goes to the ground pound, gonna get punished by that down air. Hyper Hero right there, and the KO is actually gonna get out onto Santi with a double KO from the red team right there.
Wow.
Santi and Sursuki gonna go ahead and fall a little bit behind here. Midget hanging out on the left side of this platform, just waiting for another opportunity to punish them as soon as they get off that edge. Beautiful weapon throw into down air to follow that little string up from Midget. Midget keeping Santi so close on the edge. Side air coming out, followed by a ground pound from Santi. Weapon throw. Midget with the ground pound, gonna fish quite deep for it. Gonna punish that recovery, and Santi does not have enough jumps to get back, and that's gonna put Santi down at 1 stock already. Midget and Hyper Hero hardly taking any damage here at the moment.
Wow. What a one-sided match so far. What early kills coming out from the red team, managing to take out both their opponents within the first 30 seconds of the match. And now
Midget with the down airs.
Sursuki has been taken out clean, completely removed from this match. It's now a 2v1 with Hyper Hero and Midget. Versus Santi Senpai was taken out. Sorry. Still a little rough around the edges. We'll get there.
This 2v1 looks like, at this point I hate calling games early, but I'm going to say that I do believe that our red team probably has control here. But beautiful grab cancel side stinger there out from Sursuki to connect and grab that KO onto Hyper Hero. Here's our setup for the black hole. Sursuki able to move out of it, but just the positioning and movement from the red team, getting Sursuki into the red. There's the neutral air and the recovery. Sursuki not going to get knocked out there. Will survive, and the ground pound from Midget will get the KO.
What a one-sided match. Hopefully we can see the blue team make the adjustments that they need to be able to come back in game 2, but that was an absolute slaughter.
That it was, but you know what? I gotta say the blue team did play well. When you're going against someone like Midget and Hyper Hero, who are both high-level, top-tier players, it's no matter who you are, it's challenging. And that's not to say that Santi Senpai and Sursuki are not. They're very good players. It's just
absolutely.
It's a tough game sometimes.
And a lot of times, there's that tournament anxiety that you face when you're first going into your first match of the tournament. It's definitely a stressful situation, but we are going into game 2 on Twilight Grove. Both teams sticking to their legend picks, I believe, except
we're seeing an Artemis out from Santi right now. This is the newest legend. I haven't seen a lot of Artemis play outside of ranked, and I'll be real with you all. I'm not up at that top tier competitive play, so this is exciting for me. Santi already grabbing that
Whoa.
Spear. What? An early KO onto Midget. I'm not sure what happened right there.
I don't know if that was intentional because it was within the first 10 seconds.
Looks like Midget might be lagging out here, not moving. Yeah, Midget has lagged out. Santi is going to get the KO right there, though.
I think since that was within the first 10 seconds, we should probably call a replay, but I don't know if they want to play it out or not. We're just going to have to see, I guess. Yeah, we're doing a replay.
We're doing a replay. Okay, we're going to get a complete reset here. Lag a little bit too much, a little bit of disconnect. It was within the first 10 seconds, so seems like we're good to go.
So if anybody's unfamiliar, basically the rule is that, like within the if within the first 10 seconds of the match you experience some sort of issue, you can, reset the match and replay.
It does seem like Midget is playing out a little bit here. We'll see what happens.
I'm just going to assume that it's going to be reset, but who knows? We'll have to ask them afterwards.
So I am hearing there's going to be a reset. Midget's PC did a weird thing. Should be back in a moment. So I do believe, up to you. I mean, you are head of this whole thing. So it's going to be a reset, my dude?
All right. I mean, if you guys, do you think we should do a raffle in the meantime, maybe? Or what are you looking to do, my man? I think we should do a raffle. Let me open up my raffle tool real quick, and we will run that while we wait.
Yes. So we're gonna do one on raffle. So if you guys are in chat, go ahead and do they have to talk in raffle and chat? Do they have to drop a exclamation point in raffle?
I believe as long as they've been active
rules?
within the last
So folks,
10 minutes or so, I think it is, or something like that.
you can say anything you need to say in chat. You could say Brawlhalla, you could say CC, you could say potatoes are better than tomatoes, or you could say tomatoes are better than potatoes, whatever you want, while we're waiting for this next game to start and this raffle to happen. You know what? Actually, it looks like we are ready maybe to start our game. So
then we'll do
you
the
guys
raffle
keep typing
afterwards.
in raffle in chat, and we'll raffle the CC code away as soon as this game is finished.
Absolutely. We're gonna play out the matches so far.
Actually, you know what?
Are we looking
Go
like we
ahead
got
and-
some time?
We got some time.
All right. I'm going to switch over to my raffle screen right here, and we're going to load the names from the chat. Beware that when I hit this button, it's going to get loud, so I am going to lower the volume for everybody, but hopefully you guys don't have your headsets turned up too loud. Looks like we've got 206 viewers so far, so thank you for everybody for coming out and watching the stream. Let's see who gets the gravy. Raffle! It's gravy, baby. You already know. Let's see who gets it. Hikin' Viking 10, the winner is you. Show yourself and claim your prize, a community color code. Hikin' Viking 10. Looking like we have a reroll, ladies and gentlemen. And a reroll it will be indeed. I apologize for bursting your ears when I screamed raffle. Let me try that again. Let's see. Let's load the names one more time, actually. Let's see who gets the gravy. Raffle! It's gravy, baby. You already know. Let's see who gets it. Rigged. Rigged. Pugsy XD, the winner is you. Show yourself, claim your prize. Feel free to give it out if you're here, my man. Pugsy XD.
As we move forward with our Gravy Cancel NA 2v2 circuit event number 1, we have seen some good games. We are going to see some good games. We are seeing Midget get back into the lobby here.
So
and I believe...
since I had to do a bunch of rerolls, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the code in the chat, and whoever redeems it first wins.
But
yeah, Midget is back. What were you saying?
yeah, so I was saying let's go back to the game.
Absolutely. Going into game 2.
Going into game 2, we got that Bryn out from Midget. We got that Sir Roland out from Hyper Hero. We got Sirsuki and Santi over here. The Vrax pick from Santi is nice. I saw some Vrax gameplay the other day, and I feel like Vrax is one of those legends that I love Vrax. I would like to see more Vrax. The more, the merrier, really.
Absolutely. Vrax is very exciting to see. I remember back in the day when we first started hosting Gravy Cancel, we had, I think Pickled Potatoes was the big Vrax player at that time, and he always pulled off some pretty exciting stuff. But anyway, going into Game 2, Santi Senpai finding himself at a damage deficit so far, getting abused by Hyper Hero's sword.
We're seeing Midget get a lot of damage with that recovery. Oh, Midget has seemingly fallen through. Is going to get connected. Oh, and there's the KO onto Midget. It seems like maybe the problems Midget has are deeper than we think. Sursuki on the right. Hyper Hero, though, surviving as Midget just got side-aired to Oblivion right there. Santi coming to the right, gonna try and recover. Hyper Hero coming through there, gonna get killed by his teammate right there with that down sig from Sursuki. 3-2-3-1 right now. Hyper Hero and Midget. Midget is moving. Midget is in, so perhaps I'm not sure what is happening here. But Midget will hit that sidelight onto Sursuki, and Midget charging that side heavy, not going to hit Sursuki, avoids it. Meanwhile, Hyper Hero on the right going to get hit by that down air weapon throw from Santi. Santi with a down sig. Hyper Hero moves above it, side sig out. There's the downlight from Hyper Hero, although Sursuki with a grab cancel. Hyper Hero on the edge, going to pick up the recovery onto Santi. Hyper Hero out onto the left. Oh, the down sig connects. The side sig gonna get punished from Hyper Hero with a side air. Hyper Hero picking up a lance of his own, throws out the side air. Meanwhile, Midget on the left will get hit by that neutral air, and that's gonna KO Midget. Midget is out. This is gonna be a 2v1. Midget is completely out. And unfortunately, Hyper Hero right now on two stocks though for the other team as well.
What an unfortunate start for the red team, but unfortunately we have to play it out. So let's see if Hyper Hero can make the 2v1 or if he's going to get shut out of the tournament early.
I mean, Hyper Hero already has Sursuki kind of trapped on the platform and is gonna kind of mind gimp Sursuki there into that KO. Gonna turn this into a 2-stock versus 2-1 on the other team. Santi in the red, and if Hyper Hero is able to kind of isolate Santi, it's very realistic that Hyper Hero could get this KO. But there's the setup for a black hole, although it's not gonna follow through. Hyper Hero able to get out of it. Side sig will hit Sursuki. Ground pound gonna be punished by Sursuki's weapon throw, but he will catch the slide down sig. Hyper Hero playing a careful game. The side as well. Look at the KO right there. And
he's managed to even up the stocks.
Keeping it even.
Even though he's at a player deficit, he's even within stocks, and if he can take out Sursuki, then he could definitely take this match. What an impressive feat so far.
You know, and Hyper Hero letting the blue team do a lot of team damage there. Gonna drop, get out of that recovery from Santi. Santi throws out the side sig. Hyper Hero able to avoid it and go ahead and get a little bit of damage onto Sursuki, pulling him down on the edge. Knows he's gotten some good KOs on that edge, although the recovery will pick up for Santi, but at 7 defense coming in clutch, allowing Hyper Hero to survive that. Side air gonna get punished by that down air from Santi. Santi here goes for the ground pound. Hyper Hero with the weapon throw. Hyper Hero with the down air. Santi a little bit out of range for that down air to happen. The recovery from Sursuki going to deny Hyper Hero, knock him out, but Sursuki, but Hyper Hero surviving on these 2 stocks. The damage is so high down air, gonna get hit by the weapon throw, but Hyper Hero playing such a careful game, and the blue team, the weapon throws, the slight team damage, the denials of what could otherwise be the KO could be a deciding factor in this game right now. It's very, very close.
It's surprisingly looking in the favor of the red team, but Hyper Hero looking to be taken out pretty soon. Sursuki unable to get that edge guard. But he does get the disco, and that's going to bring Hyper Hero down to his last stock. But both players in the blue team are in the kill percent, and it's going to be very tough for them to close this one out. Wow, the down sig from Hyper Hero. What fantastic placement. Now he's looking to close out the game, and he gets the weapon toss follow-up. Hyper Hero with the impressive 2v1.
Hyper Hero and Midget will go ahead, take that second game, and we'll move on to the next level.
Wow.
All right. So what's the word on our next match, my dude?
I'm going to take a look on that right now, my man. Let me see. But yeah, unfortunately, when the stream crashed, our webcams actually crashed. So I would have to go through setup for that for us to do face cams. I don't know if you want to do that at some point, but for now, I think we're just gonna play it out and keep on keeping on. Let me see if we've got word from the stream organizer.
All right, we do have some people queuing in here, but we'll know in a moment, folks. That was a pretty hype kind of last game right there. I mean, it's always to see what is essentially a 2v1 almost from the get-go, and that 2v1 turn into a 1v2 where the one is the one who comes out on top and becomes the victor. That's always such an exciting moment, and I think right there that like it's just a testament to what you're able to do if when the pressure's on.
It looks like we're going to be watching Snowy and Mr. I versus Slav and Beak Eagle.
All right, we do have Snowy and Mr. I in here, both from Deadeye and Sports, and we are currently waiting on the next on the other players to leave. I believe they're here as well. We're just holding on for a moment. There we go.
All right, fantastic. So we've got all of our players here in the lobby. So like you said, Snowy and Mr. I coming out from Dead Inside Esports, and then Slavocado and Beak Eagle, two players I've never heard of before. So I'm interested to see how they perform.
I gotta be real, Slavocado might be the greatest name that's ever existed.
Why do you say that?
Because it sounds like avocado, right?
And
avocados are ruining the millennial generation, right? Because if we stop having, avocado toast, we'd have money and we would be able to afford houses. That's how it goes, right?
Alrighty.
There's your political commentary for the day as we get into Mammoth Guard right now.
Mammoth Guard, my man.
Plays out.
All right, game one, Mammoth Fortress.
Oh, my bad.
Snowy opening up with a recovery, and Beak Eagle responding with some bread and butter combos of his own. He's got the weapon advantage, and he's making use of it, absolutely brutalizing Snowy. Oh, but
we are seeing Mr. I here with the early KO onto Slavocado. Wow. Meanwhile, Snowy and Mr. I gonna put the pressure out onto Beak Eagle while they have this 2v1 opportunity, that little bit of open there. Nice string out from Snowy, does so much damage on both Beak Eagle and Slavocado. Beak Eagle will decide out the neutral sig out from Slavocado. They're gonna pick up the KO onto Snowy.
That was a great option take from Slavocado, managing to even up the stocks and close the gap. Doing a beautiful job, but Beak Eagle and Mr. I both in the kill percent. Looks like Beak Eagle might get taken out first, and that'll be unfortunate.
I throwing out those recoveries, just trying to knock him off.
Wow!
But he will go ahead and pick up that lance, and does punish that charge down stick from Slavocado. Beak Eagle fishing out, pushing the pressure out onto Mr. I. Will hit with that sidelight, but no neutral air follow-up. Mr. I turning it around, putting the pressure onto Slavocado. Mr. I gonna recover to the left side. Will get ground pounded by Beak Eagle for the KO. Slavocado out to the right. Beak Eagle out to the right. Both will survive. There's the neutral sig out from Snowy, and the recovery from Mr. I for the double KO. Well done.
Fantastic job. Snow find himself in the kill percent. If he can hold on to the stock and rack up a ton of damage, that'll be great for the red team. Beak Eagle looking to throw out a signature, but he gets punished there. Snow is racking up a ton of damage so far, and Slavocado appears to be struggling against Mr. I here. Not really hitting
watching Beak Eagle and Snowy here kind of move back and forth and kind of space themselves around each other as they're unable to hit. Slavocado pulling out onto that right edge. Moving up for this hammer battle with Snowy. Hitting with that sider, then hitting a neutral air onto Beak Eagle. Will hit that sider. Meanwhile, Mr. I will go ahead and put the pressure onto Slavocado. Comes to the wall with a ground pound for the KO. While at the same time, Beak Eagle will get the KO onto Snowy out off the right side. There's a slide and sig out from Mr. I. Beak Eagle are going to survive. This is a 2v1, and there's the neutral sig for the KO onto Beak Eagle. Beak Eagle down to his final stock there. This is a 2v1. Red team looking very solid. Already damage being put out onto Beak Eagle.
I've noticed that 3 of the kills that we've seen so far have been from Scarlet Lance signatures, and I absolutely love the way some people utilize her signatures because they have such a massive hitbox that you can really punish an overly aggressive opponent.
Side air from Mr. I. By the way, I do agree.
Nice.
Both Mr. I and Snowy kind of hanging down there with their lances. Got those big hitboxes. Side air for the KO onto Beak Eagle. And it's going to put Mr. I and Snowy in the lead here, up 1 stock for this game. GG's coming out, and they are going to start right on into our next game. Maybe a swap out from Beak Eagle and Slavocado, potentially.
That was some pretty solid gameplay coming out from Mr. I and Snowy. You could tell that they were definitely the I guess the more structured and more consistent team in that matchup. Hopefully the blue team, Slavocado and Beak Eagle, will be able to make the adjustments needed to come back in game 2. I did like some of the signatures we saw from Slavocado, though. Like I was saying earlier, you know, Scarlet Lance signatures. They're fantastic. They've got massive hitboxes. Really great for, you know, spacing out a aggressive opponent.
3, 2, 1.
Dropping in here. Gonna see what happens as Beak Eagle gonna let Snowy kind of sneak in there, get that hammer, and already getting 2 side airs into a neutral air for just so much damage already dished out.
Wow. Just 15 seconds in, and the blue team is already finding themselves nearing the kill percent. Slavocado getting abused by Mr. I here on the edge of the map.
There's their clash. Mr. I gonna go ahead and get that recovery on Slavocado. Snowy, meanwhile, hits that down air with a weapon throw, and that should get the KO. Gonna put an early lead into the red team. We're seeing Snowy and Mr. I kind of try and get down there and get Beak Eagle between them. There's a side light into the down light into the side air. Onto Beak Eagle. The damage on Beak Eagle very high. Neutral Sig not going to KO. Meanwhile, Mr. I on Slavocado again with the ground pounds. Did Slavocado the wall touch? No, he did not. And that's going to KO Slavocado down to 1 stock. Meanwhile, Beak Eagle here will be hit by that down air. We're going to see a KO here. Side air from Snowy. And there is, I believe, maybe even just an unarmed side light for the KO onto Beak Eagle.
Slavocado is absolutely struggling with his edge game here, and that's allowed the red team to get 2 pretty easy kills so far, giving them a massive advantage over the blue team. Beak Eagle doing a pretty good job so far, but he does need to close out these stocks if he has any chance of
Beak Eagle
closing the
putting
gap.
the pressure on Snowy, but Snowy will recover there. Ground pounds coming out, double ground pounds. Snowy ground pounds. Mr. I will survive, but the recovery from Snowy will hit Slavocado and will knock Slavocado out. Slavocado is on 0 stocks. Slavocado has been knocked out of this match entirely. This is a 2v1 where both of the red team have 3 stocks. We could see a potential 6 stock game here. Although there's the double
the
K from
caster's
Beak Eagle.
curse.
Beautifully done.
Just taking the words right out of your mouth. But yeah, I mean, Slavocado, a lot of what we saw here in this game was him struggling on the edge. And for some people that aren't familiar, while your character is actually on the edge, holding on, you know, hugging the edge of the map, you can't blow your dodge. So you have to actually jump off the edge to dodge. So that's where Slavocado got caught out right there, is because he was stuck on the side of the map and he was unable to dodge that recovery. And now we just see Beak Eagle getting blown up by the string.
Neutral air coming out for Mr. I. Look at them. The team damage coming out there. It's just, as long as it's hitting Beak Eagle, they're saying it's okay. We don't mind. There's a side air into side light. Recovery out from Beak Eagle. Mr. I hanging back, setting up. There we go. The recovery. Beak Eagle next knocked that a little too far. And the down sig out from Snowy. And there's a down sig out from Beak Eagle, though. We want to get the KO onto Snowy, but Beak Eagle is quite damaged to the down sig. Charge,
that's gonna kill.
Hanging out there casually, and does get the KO onto Beak Eagle.
That was a clean 2-0 coming out from Mr. I and Snowy from Dead Inside Esports. Yeah, I mean, we saw Slavocado struggle a lot on the edge of the map there, and the red team definitely did a fantastic job at, you know, stringing them up with their lances and, you know, getting those early kills. Those were some game changers right there. Looks like we're going to be looking at Atrophius and Narwhal versus
Atrophius and Narwhal versus
Squared and Enigma. Sorry about that. No, it's okay.
Oh, it's me talking over you.
You know, it's not like I'm here or anything, you know.
And I love watching Atrophius play Scythe. It's honestly what I look for, and we are seeing this double Artemis out from the blue team, from Narwhal and Atrophius, which is a really cool choice. Personal opinion, I think Artemis might have some of the nicest Scythe skins in the game. And to see kind of 2 really strong players come in here and rock this double Artemis team has me excited.
Oh, sorry, I muted. I absolutely love Artemis. I think Artemis is a fantastic creation coming out from BMG. I really like Artemis's down sigs on both, you know, the Scythe and the Lance. I don't know if you've ever, you know, tinkered around with Artemis a bit, but those down sigs, like when they connect, you actually get sideways force instead of like downwards force, which I think is really cool for like slide charging and stuff like that.
Again, and on here, we're going to see Mammoth, Great Hall, or Twilight. We're going to see a little bit of a deliberation here. No Mammoth. We are actually going to be on Twilight Grove here. Look at that double black hole held in the hands right there of the blue team. Meanwhile, we have Enigma rocking that Scarlet Hattori out from Squared PH. Keep your eye on the wedge in this game. I think that's where the kind of a lot of the dynamicism comes on this map. We're going to see kind of an even weapon split right there. Early damage out from Enigma onto the blue team. Trophies here going to recover and going to get caught by that recovery out by Enigma.
Speaking of the wedge, I'm hoping to see some nice wedge combos.
Early KO from Enigma right there with that side sig onto a Trophius. Trophius down completely to a second
devastating.
Stock.
That's absolutely devastating for the blue team. Not only have they found themselves at a damage deficit, but they found themselves at a stock deficit. That was brutal.
But we are seeing here the double scythe play kind of really kick into gear. We saw a little bit of double string, and if you're good with scythe, you can lock down your opponent for hours. And here we have both the blue members kind of holding this middle ground, holding the central territory, and that's so important. All the side sig out from, oh my goodness, the out from Squared is gonna get the KO right there.
Yeah,
blue team down a full stock.
The red team with a nice solid lead so far. Mentioning the scythe though, I really like the scythe as a weapon. Like you said, because of the strings, right? Scythe is one of the few weapons with directional input, and that is huge for pseudo combos and coming up with your own kind of swagger, I guess you could say.
You could say that, yeah, I would agree. We are seeing a very much more even game here. I feel like the blue team has kind of adapted and acclimated to the playstyle of the red team. It's very even. You look at the damage, it's basically even across the board. The side air from Enigma, though, does hit both blue team members. The ground pound out from blue team onto blue team. There's the neutral sig from Enigma. Narwhal without a weapon. Gonna get the side light, unarmed side light onto Squared PH. Meanwhile, gonna get hit by it. Side air and a down air from Enigma. Narwhal, though, with the scythe goes to the recovery.
Wow.
Gonna get caught by the side air into recovery out from Squared, but Narwhal with the side sig of his own into a neutral air. Knocks Square Enigma out to the left. Damage, though. Trophy is down to that final stock, and there's the final stock out for Narwhal. One stock both team for both members of the blue team at the moment, but keep it in mind that the red team is in the red themselves. Down air into side air. Trophies out on the edge, gonna be able to recover here. Goes for that down air onto Enigma, though hanging tight, and a lot of damage coming out.
That was almost a huge gimp from Enigma over there on the side of the map. He didn't get the finishing blow, but what great spacing with this lance we're seeing from Enigma. He's doing a great job of holding onto the stock, but the lance is gonna take him out. Atrophius.
One stock all around, and you know what? No matter who wins this game, I'm gonna love to see this next match, because the second match is where you start to see some adaptation, a little bit of change on a team play. One stock all around. Atrophius locking down Enigma, allowing Narwhal to get in there and try and do some damage on Squared PH. Neutral sig gonna kind of miss right there as Narwhal swaps over. Squared PH going for the unarmed recovery, gonna connect with that down air. But
the down sig, the down sig from Atrophius. What a great read, but unfortunately he's gonna get taken out by that recovery. Squared PH taking the lead for the red team here, but both players are in the kill percent, so Narwhal does have the chance to take the game. But the black hole?
And here's the black hole.
Ooh, Narwhal unable to get the finishing blow.
Goes to the sig, gets caught by the side air, loses the weapon. There's the recovery into Narwhal. Narwhal alive. Narwhal nice evasion of that neutral air from Enigma. Enigma with another neutral. Narwhal will survive. Keep in mind that all players right now are still down. Ground pound from Narwhal. This becomes a 1v1. Damage is high, and the recovery onto Squared PH. Squared PH will survive. Narwhal with that neutral sig. The weapon throw out from Squared PH. Gonna hit Narwhal. Not the second time though. Down air, side air. Squared PH recovering here. Grab cancel down sig from Narwhal. Narwhal here, the only one weapon down. Light into a neutral sig. Does not hit. Squared PH knows he's one hit away. Will pick up that spear. What is going to happen? There's the recovery.
Oh, the recovery from Squared PH is going to take the game. Wow, though I really thought Narwhal was going to take that match, dude. That was a really tense moment right there. What a great game. What a great game. I'm super excited to see game 2.
And I'm curious to see if we'll see a legend swap from Squared right now, who he's not shown his legend at the moment. We're seeing Koji out from Squared PH. Interesting choice with that extra defense.
That's a solid legend pick. That's a solid pick, I think. But wow, dude, that was such a tense moment, dude. Like I was holding my breath that entire time because it was just so close. I'm super excited to see how both teams perform in this game. Hopefully the blue team can make the adjustments that they need now that they know, kind of sort of how the, Enigma and Squared kind of, work together. But that was really, really close. Really close. Like, my mind is blown. Yeah, that's the explosion sound.
So we are going right on into our second game at the moment. We are here on Great Hall. Gonna spawn right on in. We're gonna see blue team here with that scythe. Red team over here with that hammer.
Narwhal looking to catch some bread and butter scythe strings, but unable to find any connections here. Enigma doing a great job at spacing and punishing with his hammer.
Down that arrow from Narwhal. Meanwhile, Atrophius on the right, gonna use that lance recovery so telegraphed, but will move through that down sig from Squared.
He was
Very
literally
even game at the
pixels
moment.
away from getting hit by that recovery coming out from Enigma. Blue team finding themselves at a massive damage deficit, but they seem to be closing the gap quite well. Enigma looking to bait out Narwhal on the edge of the map so he can catch a recovery. You can definitely see that coming out right now.
Blue team in the red here, but surviving. A side air from Narwhal will hit, throws the weapon down, anticipating Enigma to move in. Enigma says, no, I'm going to go with this grab cancel side sig. Enigma throwing a lot of these side sigs too. You got to be careful because at this damage, the range, it will KO. And Narwhal and Trophy is playing so smoothly right now with these sights, really getting in there, using their movement to go ahead and allow them to connect onto the red team and deny the red team any kind of recovery. We saw a little bit of directional input right there to put Enigma into Squared's bow. Meanwhile, we just see Narwhal knocked out though.
Super even game so far, though. Even though the blue team is at a stock deficit, won't take much to close it up. Squared, with a beautiful recovery, is going to close out Atrophius' stock, and that's going to give them a solid lead. If they can hold on to these stocks and rack up the damage, they might be able to secure game 2 once again.
Enigma with a huge push on the right side, keeping Atrophius out of play for a little while there and getting his damage quite high already. We're looking at Narwhal too, and the damage is pretty high. But the side air out from Narwhal, putting Enigma on the edge. The unarmed recovery will not get the KO. Enigma will survive. Recovery with the scythe coming out. Just a little short right there. Down sig from Enigma. Recovery. Squared PH will live. Enigma also going to survive with the... Oh, Enigma. Nicely evades, turns it around, doesn't get hit by the weapon, turns around and gets the KO on Narwhal. Narwhal down to 1 stock. We're looking at both of the red team members with 3 stocks. Never mind Enigma, down to 2 stocks.
Well, he pivoted I believe it was the dare there, which was fantastic. Oh, I forgot the updated score. I'll catch that in a second. But, however, the red team doing a great job right here, securing a nice solid lead. I feel like the blue team is doing a great job at racking up damage, but they're really struggling when it comes time to close out the stocks, and that's very unfortunate. They're getting a lot of connections, but no killing blows.
Neutral sig out from Narwhal. Atrophy is turning around, pushing Squared out onto the right there, but gonna come back. A little bit of team damage right there from Squared onto Enigma. This double lance play here kind of scares me a little bit. The ground pound coming out, Enigma will avoid it. Narwhal on the right side. Meanwhile, Atrophy is pushing Squared out onto the right side. Squared going deep, going dig, gonna connect with that ground pound for the KO. Meanwhile, Enigma gets ground pound. Atrophy is out completely at the moment. 2 stocks up for Squared, although Narwhal saying no, and connects, hits that ground pound for that KO, and picks up a really big string onto Enigma, who turns it around for the side air for the KO.
Unfortunate.
And that is game. Enigma and Squared will go ahead, take this game, and move on.
So you were saying that double lance scares you a little bit. Could you comment on that a little bit and tell me exactly why it is that double lance scares you?
It's because I'm garbage at Lance, and also I think Lance has, some of those hitboxes I think are tricky, and when you have double that, you have a lot of horizontal danger, and you have a lot of potential for being pushed out. Just pushed out of the way.
Absolutely. I also feel that, Lance is really good in 2v2s, not only because of the big hitboxes, but because of the fact that you can utilize weapon throws a lot, for edge guards and throw combos. But it looks like we're going to be looking at Kosalix and Double Dime versus Blood Diamond and Jellyfish.
All right.
Oh my god.
We are here looking at Double Dime and Costelix at the moment. Blood Diamond and Jellyfish out here as well on the blue team. We got that Asuri from Blood Diamond. We got that Roland from Jellyfish. We're looking at Double Dime with that Sir Roland as well. Both of them with that extra defense. That's pretty potent. And we're also seeing Scarlet here with that extra speed. Yes. And I think we will be ready to go in just a moment. And we should be good.
I was just updating the bracket and updating the overlays for the stream real quick, but yes, absolutely. I'm very excited to watch Jellyfish because, like I was saying about the Lance and the throw combos, Jellyfish, known for his throw combos. Actually, when I first started playing Brawlhalla back in closed beta, Jellyfish had actually taught me how to edge guard with weapon throws. So he was, one of my what do you call it? Teachers, I guess you could say, back in the day. But going into game 1, map bans are underway. And where do you think we're going to go on this one?
Twilight.
Twilight? Yeah, I can see Twilight, sure, for sure. Twilight or Mammoth, I'm thinking.
Oh, yes. Although there's a little bit of time here, a little deliberation. You know they're talking to each other, and we were both wrong. And we go to the classic Mammoth.
I wasn't wrong, dude. I called Mammoth.
Did you call Mammoth?
I did. I
bad.
did. Going
Well,
into game 1, my man.
It's me then. My bad. All right, here we go. Dropping into our game. I'm excited here. Costelix goes for that weapon. Blood Diamond saying no, and blue team is going to pick up both of the first weapons. Double Dime going to pick up that lance over there, but I mean, immediate aggression, immediate full-blown aggression from the blue team here. Blood Diamond falls in to give a little bit of space for his opponent who was getting caught in some of the hammer play out from Costelix. Costelix with the side air. Neutral air out onto Jellyfish. Down air from Double Dime, though. Again, pushing the blue team out to the right. We're seeing a very tiered game at the moment.
Absolutely. I really like the way the red team is positioning their opponents on the side of the map. They're looking for that early edge guard, that early kill. Will they be able to get... Ooh! But Double Dime going to be falling short, unable to recover to the map. That's going to be an early stock deficit for the red team.
Costelix coming in with a side air into a recovery. Damage on Jellyfish is pretty high. Jellyfish with a weapon throw down to deny any kind of approach on him. Will survive that side air. Costelix will hit with that neutral light. Blood Diamond up in the air, being bodied. Jellyfish here out with a weapon throw, trying to give some space to his opponent. Allows Blood Diamond to recover to that left wall with the weapon throws. The weapon throws of Jellyfish have been on point, but there's the recovery from Costelix for the KO onto Jellyfish. Jellyfish coming back in here. Blood Diamond with those double Katars, with that Katar right here. Waiting on that edge. We'll get hit by that down sig from Double Dime. Perfect timing right there. And we're looking at a pretty even game with a little bit of a lead for the red team at the moment.
Absolutely. It all comes down to how long Costelix can hold on to this stock. Almost getting edge guarded by that end sig coming out from Blood Diamond. Really impressive so far. I really like the way Costelix is utilizing his bread and butter combos. He's playing in a very simple manner, but it's an effective manner, and it's really working for him. He's racking up a ton of damage, and he's definitely securing this lead right now.
So here we go. Right now, Costelix and Double Dime with his double lance playing this edge, and look at how they're able to keep the blue team onto that edge, keeping the blue team away from recovering. Jellyfish in there with a down sig will not get punched, will pick up that side air for the KO onto Double Dime. Costelix, though, saying, you know what, I'm on 3 stocks. We're okay. We're comfortable. But Jellyfish, side air going to hit. Recovery onto Jellyfish. So that 8 defense coming in clutch, 9 defense coming in clutch, as Jellyfish will survive.
What I really like is the fact that the red team has had control over map positioning. I feel like almost this entire game. They've always had Jellyfish and Blood Diamond on the side of the map, positioned for an Edgard, and one can argue that positioning is more relevant than damage, right? Like, you could rack up a ton of damage on somebody and be unable to close out the kill, or you could rack up no damage on somebody and position them on the edge of the map and get that early kill.
Oh, we just saw the first KO on the Costelix side there with a falling side air. Very nicely done. But as to what you were saying, I kind of agree with you, but I also think it's very much of a like 50-50 split.
Oh yeah, it could definitely go either way. But positioning is definitely relevant and definitely important, especially if you can capitalize on those moments where you have the potential for an early gimp. But Jellyfish and Blood Diamond managing to actually take the lead in this match when They were at a deficit.
Jellyfish does not have enough jumps, and that dodge misses by just a pixel and a half there, down to 1 stock at the moment. We're seeing 2 stock, 1 stock for both teams, although right now Double Dime is in the red, but got that 9 defense on Sir Roland, and you can be quite comfortable, quite deep into that damage there.
Absolutely. Ooh, just barely avoiding that recovery coming out from Blood Diamond. Now Blood Diamond looking to get edge guarded. Will Double Dime be able to close out the stock? Doesn't look like it. He actually does manage to recover with a well-placed recovery. Double
Dime with a really nice side sig right there, punish on Jellyfish's sig right there. Blood Diamond though not dying, refusing to die here. Jellyfish comes in with a side air, down sig out from Costelix, trying to space him out. There's the recovery for the KO onto Blood Diamond, and Jellyfish coming out here, hits with one dare.
What a bread and butter play coming out from Costelix, reversing the Lance recovery, catching Blood Diamond, and taking the lead once again for the red team. Double Dime struggling to get back to the map, however. Jellyfish unable to find that edge guard.
Recovery out from Double Dime, pushes Jellyfish out. Jellyfish is going to pick up that Lance, and I got to give props, especially right now, to Double Dime, who will survive that side air, who has been on this last stock for about a minute and a half and has not lost it. Out of jumps, fast falls into his teammate for a little bit of protection right there. Down sig from Costelix, again, spacing out the blue team, allowing Double Dime a little bit of room to breathe. Meanwhile, Blood Diamond hounding out onto Costelix. Sorry. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to say. And the side sig actually hits his teammate right there. The damages are so high right now for the red team.
Absolutely. Double Dime getting taken out by the Roland down sig. It's now all up to Costelix, who is on his second stock in the kill percent in the 1v2, and now it's 1-1-1. 1 stock all across the board. Will Costelix be able to close out Jellyfish and Blood Diamond and make this 1v2 play, or will he be seeing a loss?
Well, we did just see Costelix get the KO onto Jellyfish. This is a 1v1 now where Blood Diamond finds himself at a bit of a damage disadvantage. That rhymes say that 10 times fast. Down sig out from Costelix.
It's great.
Blood Diamond hanging out. Look here. Just hanging out, waiting around, looking for an opening into Costelix's playstyle. And Costelix has been making good use of the down sig to outspace. And there's the KO with the side air into the recovery for the KO onto Costelix. And then we just saw a turnaround there. Double Diamond Costelix will take this match.
The Lance sidelight into recovery, I cannot tell you how many times that has killed me personally. What excellent plays coming out from Costelix and Double Dime, taking game 1 of this set against Blood Diamond and Jellyfish.
Very, very good.
That was very impressive. I'm really liking the Lance play. We've been seeing a lot of Lances so far today. Is Lance the new meta, you would say? Or is it just, coincidence?
I don't know that I would say it's the new meta, but I think people.
You think
enjoy...
it's just a coincidence that a lot of people are playing Lance?
Yeah, maybe. I think people just enjoy the Lance.
I wonder if it has something to do with 2v2s. Maybe Lance is a really effective 2v2 choice.
I mean, like we were saying earlier, you can push someone out. You push someone out off the side of the screen. All the time it takes them to get back is time that it's a 2v1 all of a sudden.
That's the thing about Lance. Like, you don't need to necessarily rack up a ton of damage. If you can catch a good string to position them on the side of the map, you might be able to get that early gamp and get those early plays. Going into game 2, Mammoth Fortress. Let's see if Blood Diamond and Jellyfish can make some adjustments this game.
But it was a very close game last time, so we could see a kind of something very similar. Although we do see Jellyfish out here.
Opening strong.
Those guns.
They're opening strong. They opened up with some unarmed, got up some damage, and now they seem to be holding on to that lead with their weapons. Jellyfish racking up a ton of damage with his gun pseudo combo. Beautiful. Bringing Double Dime nearing kill percent. Now entering kill percent. And he gets the recovery. Jellyfish is going to kill Double Dime early off the top. 30 seconds in. Costelix not too far behind. He's looking to get taken out himself.
Jellyfish and Blood Dime holding strong. Double Dime going in for this weapon. Jellyfish guarding, but the ground pound out from Double Dime will hit. The recovery off from Double Dime, going to push Jellyfish away. Jellyfish with the side air. Double Dime saying, no, you're not going to hit me. Going to pick up another recovery right there. Meanwhile, Costelix on the ground, laying down some ground support with those down sigs. And the side air out onto Blood Diamond.
Oh,
and the damage already on Costelix, on Jellyfish, racking up super, super high. But every second the blue team survives, every time that Jellyfish is alive is bad for the red team. The red team, though, picking out a side air, double Costelix side air into recovery onto the blue team, pushing them out completely. And there's another one, but you know what? Blood Diamond saying, no, I will survive.
I feel like Double Dime really has to avoid taking damage for as long as he possibly can. Jellyfish still holding on to his first stock. Kosalix looking to get taken out by that Nair. Jellyfish unable to find the closing blow, though. Kosalix will recover to the map. Just kidding. Jellyfish with a well-placed dare is going to secure the kill there. Looks like the blue team is actually holding on to a pretty solid lead so far this match.
Especially if you look at the damages here, it's very strongly favored for the blue team. Keeping both of the red teams with a down sig out from Double Dime. Jellyfish not gonna get killed from it, will survive. Gonna fall to this right side edge of this platform. Gonna try and bait Kosalix down, saying, you come to me. Throws out that side. There's the wall slip coming in, though. Blood Diamond going in with the sider. Gonna get punished by the hammer sider, which has a little bit of bigger range. Meanwhile, Double Dime picks up the recovery onto Jellyfish, knocking him out.
What impressive. This is so close. Managing to even up the stocks for both teams. This could be the deciding factor here. Will Double Dime get the edge guard on the Blood Diamond? Or... Ooh, he does with a well-placed down sig, punishing his approach. Double Dime doing a great job here.
Jellyfish, though, coming in there with its side air for the smackdown onto Kosalix, knocking him down to his final stock, and Double Dime getting knocked out by that sword recovery right there as well. Blue team in a very commanding lead here. Jellyfish up a stock in a very comfortable place as well. Jellyfish will get caught into the side air from Double Dime. Double Dime not going to follow it up.
Ooh, but Jellyfish is getting abused by Kosalix's hammer right now. That's racking up a ton of damage. He might be able to close the gap. I'm looking to see something happen. But Kosalix unable to find the connections. He does get a bread and butter side light into recovery, but will he get the kill? It doesn't look like it.
Oh man, Kosalix gonna get caught in that side. The recovery out from Double Dime, gonna get the KO on Jellyfish. We've seen so many KOs with that sort of recovery here, just off the top of the screen, off the top of the map. It's so potent, so powerful. We're seeing Double Dime getting there, push Blood Diamond up, keep him out. Another recovery coming. The ground pound, they're gonna get denied by Blood Diamond's own recovery right there.
What a close game. It's so even at this point. Really hard to tell which direction it's going to go. Kosalix looking to space out Blood Diamond with his lance. He does have him on the side of the map. You can see him utilizing the signatures and the bread and butter combos. He gets the down sig. Blood Diamond in a position to get edge guarded here. Can Kosalix close it out? But he doesn't. He actually chooses to fight off Jellyfish. Jellyfish taking the attention away from Blood Diamond. Great place.
Keep in mind, this is very similar to what happened to our first game. One stock all around, high damage. I mean, at this point, it could go either way. The recovery going to hit Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond will survive. Going to allow Jellyfish kind of deny, kind of take Kosalix's attention away. Meanwhile, Blood Diamond turning around with the side air on to Double Dime. Double Dime will recover, hits that mid-air ground pound. Jellyfish, though, gets knocked up and does survive. The down sig, Jellyfish goes sick for the KO onto Double Dime. This becomes a 2v1, but such a close match right now. Blue team immediately getting on either side of Kosalix, trying to get control here with the weapon throws and the slide. But no, the recovery out from Kosalix will get the KO. This becomes another 1v1. This could go either way. The damages are so high.
Kosalix with the Sair. Fantastic. Great job, Kosalix. Well-placed Sair. What a close game. Jellyfish and Blood Diamond are going to be knocked out for this set. And looks like Kosalix and Double are moving forward within the tournament. Wow. Once again, Double Lance prevails.
And we do see another clean 2-stock.
That was pretty clean.
That was very, very clean. Oh my goodness.
All right, now it looks like we're going to be watching Breeze and Dreamy versus Remy and Noel, I believe. Or is it Crocky? No, actually I think we're watching Crocky and Doppy versus Partynator and Demented. Never heard of Partynator or Demented, but obviously Crocky and Doppy, you know, representing Vex Esports, very well-known esports organization, exceptional players. Really excited to see how they perform today.
We'll go out there and say that I have seen Partynator play before, and it's fun. It's good. They're both Partynator and Demented Gods are both strong players, and I think we should see a good matchup here. And so we're gonna jump on in here, and it looks like we're gonna be on Mammoth yet again. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great map, a really, really good one. There's a reason why people pick it so much. And we're gonna spawn in. Let's see who's gonna gonna get those weapons right away. I mean, that's almost the coin flip at the beginning, right? We are seeing blue team offer both weapons, but oh man, fantastic. Dobby getting in there saying no, doing a lot of work unarmed. Crocky picks up that hammer. Look at the hammer. Look at that skin on that hammer. It's fantastic. Ground pound into sidelight out from Demented Gods. Very even game damage-wise. Demented has hardly taken any damage. A little bit of team damage there from Doppy onto Crocky.
I do feel like Partinator is getting abused, though. I mean, obviously, like you said, the damage is rather even, but he seems to be losing out on these trades, unable to find a proper approach onto Doppy. Doppy, with a beautiful down sig, is going to send Partinator flying in the position for the edge guard, but unable to find the kill. Still, just look, Partinator is struggling to even grab a weapon, let alone approach.
Crocky spacing out Demented Gods right there with that neutral. Meanwhile, Partinator on the right side, allowing Doppy and Crocky to put the pressure on his teammate. Does not have enough jumps to get back and will fall off the bottom of the match. Crocky and Doppy here really laying it out, and Demented Gods in the red, gonna go in to try and save his teammate. There's the recovery with a side sig, though, from Demented Gods. Will get the KO onto Crocky.
That was a great option choice from Demented Gods. Demented Gods in the kill percent, but Doppy with a well-placed Sarah is gonna take him out, securing the lead for Vex.
We did see a setup a little bit there for a black hole onto Partinator. Positioning allowed Partinator to escape it before it really got going and really got started.
Absolutely. It
And
looks
take
like...
a moment.
Go on.
Go right ahead.
It's all you, my man. Go on.
I was going to say, just take a moment and look at how Crocky and Doppy are controlling the map by knocking one player out and then 2v1ing the opponent. And look at their communication and their setup. It's very, very clean, very smooth, very back and forth, and allows them to be just so efficient.
Absolutely.
Stomp into side air.
Synergy is obviously, I mean, very obviously, a very important part of 2v2s. I think a lot of the times when people play 2v2, they'll tend to do two separate 1v1s instead of comboing off their teammate and looking at it as a 2v2, which I feel like Go on.
Sorry. I was just going to say, we just see Demented Gods and Partinator both get knocked out at the same time. I think Partinator went for a side dodge instead of a diagonal dodge, which is really unfortunate. Meanwhile, off the top of the map, we did see Crocky get knocked out.
We did indeed see... No, it was Doppy, I believe, actually. Doppy got knocked out.
It was Doppy.
Crocky is still managing to hold on to his second stock. He is in the kill percent, but he's doing a great job at spacing out and punishing Partinator's approaches, and he looks like he's going to get edge guarded here. Weapon toss into Dare. That's going to do it. He even went the extra mile and got the hammer recovery follow-up. It was unneeded, but it secured the kill. Vex taking game one of this set.
We are going to move right on into the next one here. We might see a bit of a legend swap from Partinator and Demented Gods, as perhaps they are talking to each other saying maybe that didn't work, but that was such clean 2v2 gameplay from Doppy and Crocky. Gotta give them props on that. We're seeing a Queen Nai out from Partinator.
That's a nice pick. That's a nice pick.
With the extra attack as well.
That's questionable.
I want this to work. We're seeing that Scarlet out from Demented Gods.
I mean, of course, we would love to see it work. I think that's an unusual decision to make. I rarely see a Queen Nai go for that extra force, seeing as her force is so significant already. I would have expected to see maybe a movement speed or a dexterity boost, but let's see how that works for them. Hopefully they can make some adjustments here in game two. Obviously, Vex, being a team that plays together a lot and has been well established in the esports scene, they're experienced in this, so they're going to be a force to reckon with for sure. It's going to be difficult.
But it's already starting out fairly even. We did see Partinator pick up a down sig with that spear rather early on, but this force out from Crocky and Doppy, it's so aggressive, it's so fast. We did see Crocky pick up a side air with his own side air on Demented Gods, just smooth as he was. Just the swap over between who they're attacking is so smooth. Doppy on the left side here, putting the pressure onto Demented Gods, who's already in KO zone, in the KO percentage, and just the long ground pound out from Crocky, knocking Demented Gods. Doppy right there with the pickup with the side air for the KO. Partinator on the bottom, both the red team here, the weapon throw. They're just trying to set Partinator up for that gimp, for that early KO.
Absolutely. Demented Gods being taken out rather early. He now needs to do his best at mitigating damage and trying to avoid taking too much damage while his teammate attempts to close the stock. Crocky does have him on the edge of the... Ooh! Whoa! I didn't expect that, dude. Demented Gods does manage to take out Doppy, but Crocky still holding on to his stock. It looks like they're going to focus Crocky now, which might actually be a bad decision because I feel like Crocky's going to use himself as bait.
Crocky just setting up there with that neutral sig for the KO right there. And the axe throw for the boop for the KO onto Demented Gods. Crocky and Doppy here hanging strong. Demented Gods coming in with a save for his teammate. But here we go. We set up the red team already setting up with the blue team in between them. Just putting out so much damage. There's the double neutral light right there. Neutral comes out. Meanwhile, the recovery from Crocky. Does this get the KO? Ground pound. Not quite there. Demented Gods able to avoid it. But the setup, Crocky will get the wall touch. Doppy will get the wall touch. And the recovery gets the KO onto Demented Gods. Demented Gods is out.
What I really love what we just saw from Crocky. Just two dunks, dude. He dunked on him twice. That was beautiful. And now we're looking at a 1v2, and it doesn't look like he is even going to attempt to bring it back. I'm pretty sure he has accepted defeat at this point, but you know, I'd like to see him make an effort.
You know, I can't say that we're not seeing him make an effort. You know, it's tricky, but there is the down air into the side sig.
And what an effort that was. Vex closing out game 2 of this set.
Go ahead and take it and move on into the next set.
I mean, it was pretty one-sided. That was a pretty one-sided set, but still we saw a lot of interesting stuff come out from both teams. I just feel like you know, obviously the Vex team had, you know, a more established synergy going on there. They were comboing off of each other. They were, you know, covering each other's options, and you know, it's a learned skill. It's something that you're gonna have to work on. Not a lot of people have that.
Has practice. Joining our lobby right now, we do have Large Triple N. We also got Dreamy and Breeze, both who are rocking the hashtag Shine 2017 hashtag. Folks, how many of you out there are going to go to Shine? I will be there. It'll be my first LAN ever. I'm pretty hyped for it. I think it's going to be very exciting. So give a shout out if you're going to be at Shine, because I would like to meet every single one of you. And I mean, come on, how cool is it that we get so many LAN events for this game? I'm pretty hyped. Oh, never mind. Forget what I'm saying. We're looking at seeing if maybe Noel's going to jump in here. Maybe it's going to be Dreamy and Breeze. Bryce? I don't really know how to pronounce your name. I'm going to go with
We're going to be watching
like cheese.
Dreamy and Breeze. That's how I'm going to say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dreamy and Breeze versus Remy and Noel.
This is going to be a game. This is going to be a game and a half. All from the same clan, I believe. Not Remy. Is Remy in Inception? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We're seeing a lot of Inception gaming on here tonight. Rocking that Ember for Remy with that extra defense. Not going to see a 2 defense Ember in this game. Maybe in the future. We got Noel here rocking the cross at the moment. Our colors are weird.
Yeah, no, that'll be adjusted. They're working on fixing that. Hold on just a moment.
I have confirmation that his name is Breezy.
All right, Breezy.
And so this is Dreamy and Breezy.
Dreamy and Breezy. All right. Well, we can see Breezy's looking to pick the Bodvar, and we got Dreamy showing up with a solid level 48 Nash, and Noel appears to be going with Cross. Something that I've noticed about Cross, which I think is really deceiving and strong, is Cross's, I believe it's his gun Ensig. Is that where he shoots the fire into the air? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it's his gun Ensig.
Yes, Cross's gun Ensig with the lingering hitbox, if you charge it, that can be really tough to deal with sometimes.
Jumping into Shipwreck. This is one of the first times we've seen Shipwreck, and Noel falling off immediately. Looks like we're probably going to go to a rematch.
Yeah, somebody must have set something up wrong, so they're definitely going for a remake right now.
All right.
Apparently, Noel is actually sponsored by Flashpoint, even though his clan tag says Inception. But yeah, we're looking to see a reset here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see what happens. Wait, hold on. Did he just actually cancel that match because he saw that his team color was blue? I mean, and not red. I mean, no, he saw his team color was red and not blue. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we're resetting the match just to change colors, apparently, which I guess is fine. And looks like we're actually switching legends? No? I mean, they did cancel out the match within the first 10 seconds, so that's fine. Apparently, they were also doing a button check. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good. We're just going to do a quick reset. Going through map bans once again. Looks like we're going to be heading to, I'm thinking either Mammoth or Thunderguard, I would assume.
All right, we are going into our game here.
Absolutely. So yes, they did reset the match. It was a button check and also a color issue, I guess. But we are going into game 1 of this set. Remy and Noel versus Dreamy and Breezy.
Dreamy and Breezy. Dreamy and Breezy putting on the fight already. Meanwhile, Noel saying no, connecting with that down air sider. Oh, the string out from Noel. We're going to see a follow-up, the recovery, the dodge into the neutral air, putting so much damage onto Breezy just like that in the space of 15 seconds. We're looking at Breezy in the red.
Wow.
Noel, the grab cancel neutral sig for the KO.
Noel absolutely devastating Breezy. He gets the bread and butter combo. He gets the extra damage from the gravy cancel down light and finishes the kill with an N-Sig. What an early stock lead for the red team. And he's doing it again.
To his teammate as well, saying, you know what, no way, and look at that weapon throw just to get that little bit of protection, that little edge guard. Breezy, though, with a recovery, does keep the red team out to the right. Dreamy hanging back, saying, you know, come back, come to me. I got your back, I got your defense. Remy trying to bait Dreamy out.
Ooh, Breezy closing out his own teammate's stock. That was very unfortunate.
And Breezy falling down to the bottom here. Noel with that down air, with another down air for the KO. And we also see a KO onto Noel.
Oh my god!
Fish is so deep for a pretty insane KO onto Dreamy. Dreamy and Breezy right now down on their final stocks. Remy saying, you know what, I'm good. I'm on my first stock. The side air from Dreamy not going to knock out Remy. Remy will survive that. 4 defense coming in clutch. Noel already getting the damage out onto Breezy. And Dreamy down there will hit that recovery, unarmed recovery for the KO.
Wow, what a flashy and commercial unarmed combo from Remy that we saw right there. That was beautiful. Looks like the red team has a pretty convincing lead so far. I'm gonna expect the blue team is gonna have to make some changes come game 2, but they do have an opportunity if Breezy can hold on to his stock. But it looks like he actually just killed himself with that ground pound. So unfortunately, Dreamy is in a 1v2 position at a stock deficit. It's gonna be tough.
There's the weapon throw on the edge against a team like this. It's super tough. There's the neutral light into the recovery. The weapon throw down. Jimmy without a weapon. The side stick charged out. Noel gonna go ahead and hit with that non-armed recovery. And the side stick from Remy will get the kill.
That was
Remy
so unfortunate.
And Noel will go ahead and take our first game here.
What a combo coming out from Remy though on the side of the map there. That was beautiful.
It was that first. I mean, that was actually beautiful. That was pretty hype. We are going to jump right on in. We're seeing Remy rock that Nyx. We're seeing Breezy rock that Nyx. Who are Noel and Dreamy going to choose? We got the Hattori out from Noel. No, you know what? Remy's saying no. Maybe we're going to swap it out, change it to something different. With Brynn out from Dreamy. I love it. I love that Brynn, especially with the broom hat. It looks more like a broom. I know it's like a classic hat helmet, but it looks like a broom to me.
All right.
Here we go. Game start.
Map bans are underway, and looks like we're gonna be going to. I'm thinking, wow, Mammoth Fortress. All right, going into game 2 on Mammoth Fortress.
Keep an eye out here for this Scythe. You know, you got a Scythe player on either team, and the potential on that Scythe for setting up for, you know, transitioning that damage from team member to team member, transitioning right there. It's huge. The potential is there. The blue team will go ahead and pick up both of those weapons. Dreamy and Breezy holding it down on the weapon front, and actually holding it down on the damage front as well. Keeping the weapons away from the red team. Noel without a weapon, gonna pick up that spear as soon as I say that. Oh, Noel on the edge here. Watch out for that weapon throw. Breezy gonna come in and recover.
Yeah, Noel did get starved for a weapon there for a while, but what I like about what he did is he actually avoided taking a lot of damage, and it really seems to be Remy that's getting abused right here. Remy has found himself in the kill percent, and both of the red players are on the edge of the map, which is a prime position to get edge guarded. Let's see if Breezy and Dreamy can show us what they're made of.
I mean, they're doing damage, although that grab cancel from Noel was beautiful. And there's the KO onto Remy. Well done from Dreamy. And you know what? Breezy gets knocked off into the top right, and the down air are going to deny the recovery from Noel. Noel immediately turning around. Meanwhile, Remy picks up that recovery onto Breamy gonna get the KO. Breezy down here on the edge, down there coming out, but a little bit of team damage denying that potential right there.
That was a great team combo from Noel and Remy right there to close out that kill. Breezy finding himself edge guarded by Remy's guns, and Dreamy getting brutally abused on the edge of the map here.
Oh,
this damage!
Teammate. Oh, but the axe recovery will knock Noel out. Noel will get the wall touch here. Comes up, connects with that side air. Recovery coming up. Remy going for the KO off the top of the map. Breezy will survive down air into recovery onto Breezy. Meanwhile, Remy just on Dreamy right now, putting out the damage. The recovery from Dreamy will hit. We'll give a
the recovery is going to connect, and that's going to take Dreamy out. Remy absolutely abusing them with his guns right here. Goes for the falling dare, but is unable to make any hits.
Remy has Breezy on the edge. The ground pound, the long ground pound from Noel knocks Breezy out to the side, and there's another long ground pound knocking Breezy out. Breezy did get the wall touch, will be able to survive, but there's the ground pound. Breezy will get knocked out down to his final stock there. Noel still in his first stock will hit that neutral light into the transition into that that scythe recovery rather. Sorry, pardon my language right there. And Noel has so much control on this edge. The damage is so high, and Noel has no fear. There's a throw into the down air. The recovery drops from Breezy. Noel and Remy. Remy with the down air and the recovery. We'll get the wall touch. They'll survive the down air. Will KO Noel. Noel down to 2 stocks at this moment, but Breezy.
Oh no! Remy killed
His
himself.
final stock.
What we're seeing from the red team that we're not seeing from the blue team is team combo follow-up. Remy and Noel are doing a fantastic job at covering each other's options. Breezy is going to be taken out by Noel, and now it's a 2v1 with Dreamy, and Dreamy is going to be taken out by that recovery. Wow.
And just like that, we're going to see Noel and Remy move on another clean 2 stock. We already got people jumping into our room next. Hashtag Shine 2017, folks. If you're going to be there.
Hashtag gravy, baby. You already know.
Excited to see.
If any of you guys are just coming in now and you haven't been watching this whole time, what you're watching is Gravy Cancel's premier Brawlhalla Circuit event. This is our North American 2v2s, and right now we are going through pools and to basically narrow the bracket down to our top 8, which will be played out next week on the 30th. So next week on the 30th at 6 p.m. we're going to be doing the top 8 all the way into grand finals. And yeah, I mean, it's gravy, baby. We're back, and we're super excited to be here.
We're going to see here Stevenator, Fable Stevenator here. I believe he's been partnered up with Bacon recently a lot, and I believe he'll be partnering with Bacon for this tournament as well. I would expect to see those colors change. Yeah, there's the swap out, just so Bacon and Stevenator can be on the same team. It didn't quite work right there. So that means probably we're going to be looking at Simba and Phoebe. Gonna be rocking. There we go. There's the color swaps. We got. There we go. Fable and Bacon together. Fable and Bacon. Stevenator and Bacon together, guys. The first part of the name is the sponsor and or clan. Go figure.
I mean, are you telling them or are you telling yourself?
That's the question that I'll never answer.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm very excited to see Stevenator show up. Stevenator was one of the earliest Gravy Cancel champions, actually. He used to come up to our events years ago when we first started, like a year ago when we first started hosting them, and he would always show up with his Bodvar. Now we're going to be seeing him play Cassidy, which I don't know if that's his new legend pick, but it appears to be.
I also know that he just recently swapped over from controller to keyboard.
Really?
Yeah, and actually, you know what's fun too is that I've casted with him for Brawl League before in the past, which is pretty exciting.
Stevenator's an awesome dude. I really like Steve. I'm surprised to hear that he switched from controller to keyboard though, instead of from keyboard to controller. That's a weird transition that you don't usually hear about.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see how that works out from him in game 1 here. Looks like Bacon has the early weapon, and Simba is also doing some work here with his spear.
All right. Very even at the moment, kind of across the board. I think both teams kind of spacing each other out, feeling each other out, seeing what they can do. Bacon pushing out Phoebe to the right, Phoebe turning it around, coming back to the platform. Bacon coming in there with the side air. Gonna turn it around, push out on Simba to give Stevenator a little bit of room to breathe there with the falling side air. Phoebe will get the punish on the down air right there. Phoebe with the down light as well. Damage on Steve very, very high at the moment as Steve moves back with the side light into the neutral air. Simba, meanwhile, recovering to the bottom, and Stevenator will get the wall touch here, watching out as Bacon on top will with that side air. Down that side save, pushing Simba to the side, keeping Simba zoned away from his teammate.
We just saw Steve throw out a couple pretty risky signatures, and he did get punished for them. Both teams trading super even. Everybody's in the kill percent at this point. It could go either way, but Steve rushes in with the N-Sig. Slides right in there and takes him out, and that dare might actually kill. It throws the weapon toss just in case. Bacon securing that kill, but Steve looks to... Ooh, actually, he did manage to make it back.
Really nice dodge right there. That was kind of a very precise dodge to the ground pound out from Phoebe. Will hit Steven Age. Steven Age has a dodge, will recover, not dying, will hit that recovery onto Phoebe, knock him out of commission for a little bit. Side air from Phoebe onto Steven Age. Steven Age throws a weapon. Watch out for that recovery, which will hit Bacon, knock Bacon out. Steven Age on this 2v1 for a slight moment. Phoebe with a weapon throw follows up with a recovery.
The falling snare
doesn't hit, but the side air does hit, knocking Steven Age and Bacon down to 2 stocks. Everyone down 2 at the moment. Phoebe here, the one currently damaged the most. So slight lead for the blue team.
Not by
we
much,
could see
though.
that turn around very quickly, though.
I mean, I think we might actually, because... Oh, wow. Phoebe finding himself in the kill percent. What a brutal gun combo coming out from Steve and Bacon there. Bacon looking to end the stock with a down sig, but finds no connection and ends up getting punished. Phoebe is trying his hardest to hold on to that stock, but the recovery comes out from Bacon, and that's going to secure a lead for the blue team. Phoebe is struggling.
Oh man, there's Steven Nader on pulling Simba down into the ground there. But again, we're seeing kind of just a little bit of waffling back and forth as they try and find an opening place to hit. But there's the neutral light onto Simba. Simba out to the side, gonna push out Bacon. Bacon here pushing, zoning in on Phoebe. Knows Phoebe is on that final stock. You knock Phoebe out. You turn this into 2v1. It's gonna be good for you. There's the down sig, does not get punished. Bacon just a little bit short.
I'd like to see the red team utilize Phoebe as bait, because just like you said, you know, they're clearly going to be going for you know, him so that they can take him out and get it down into a 2v1. However, if he can bait out their attacks and allow them to get punished, he might be able to take this game. Looks like they closed out Steve's stock, and that's going to even up the game real quick.
Oh man, there's a side sig out from Bacon onto Simba. Simba will survive. We'll get this wall touch. Steven Nader right there with the down air though. Simba, nice evasion right there. Side air from Simba. Steven Nader throws out the recovery. Simba moves with the side air, or side light rather, and gets punished by that neutral light from Steven Nader. And Simba right there, turning it around on Bacon, who's going for that KO to get the KO off the top of the map. The side air from Steven Nader will knock Simba out. One stock all around. This game could be really anyone's bet at the moment.
Yeah, all the red team needs is for Phoebe to be very careful at this point. He's been getting abused this entire... Oh, the dare from Steve. Oh, it's coming so close for Phoebe. Phoebe is in a really bad spot.
Side air from Simba, second side air. Steven Nader has the jump. Will give a little bit of extra protection with that down air. Follows it up with the dodge. Beautifully done to come out. Picks up the recovery. Will knock out Phoebe and not his teammate.
It's down to a 2v1. Simba is going to have to pull off some amazing stunts here in order to take this game. He does have both of his opponents in the orange, though, so he's not at too much of a deficit. If he can close out one of them, he might be able to take it. He's looking to play the middle here. I think he's going to bait them for a Gimp or a ground pound, maybe.
I don't know, but I mean, we have the blue team here doing the classic, keep on the edge. There's a down air. Oh, we're looking for the setup for the double down air black hole, potentially. But he's sliding in there with a neutral light onto Steven Nader. Steven Nader hanging out. I mean, the damage is so high on Simba, but the damage is fairly high for the blue team, too. I mean, it could go either way if they're not careful. Their recovery knocks Bacon up. There's the weapon throw out from Simba to give a little bit of space to recover. The neutral slip from Bacon. Simba avoids. Simba really playing the edge. You got to watch out for walls. It hits right there, but the weapon throw. There's the down air. Steven Nader goes to the side air. Simba comes in with a neutral, unarmed recovery.
Wow, what a well-placed air.
Coming down. Bacon. Steven Nader going to the side with the weapon throw. Down air from Bacon. Side air from Simba. Very tense right now for both teams right now, because a KO could, on either side, could really turn this around. You knock out one of the blue team members and it becomes a 1v1 high stocks. And there's the recovery. Bacon will survive. And the side air from Steven Nader, setting Simba up. Simba with a down air with the wall touch. Recovery.
Simba's doing a great job at playing patiently here. He's looking to get the edge guard on the Bacon. Bacon's going to recover in the middle. What I like about Simba is just his patience right now. Like, you have to be so patient to make sure that you don't slip up, especially when the damage is so high, because literally at this point, just about any move can kill. He is going to take out Bacon.
Coming down to a 1-to-1. Steven Nader has to clutch this for the blue team. Likewise, Simba, who has had the pressure.
Oh, the ground pound
with the in-place ground pound for the KO. Gonna take that game. Very, very close game. Gonna knock it out. Bacon and Stevenator will take game 1.
That was brutally close. The ground pound, you know, on that center stage, on that ledge there, coming out so fast, so fast.
We are seeing the Queen Knight out from Stevenator, and I know Stevenator has played Queen Knight quite a bit in the past. Same Nick's choice from Bacon worked out real well for him in that last game, and honestly, Phoebe and Totori, you know, similar picks. That Ragnar for Phoebe,
I honestly
did work.
I think Simba performed very, very well that match. I feel like Phoebe needs to make, you know, a bit of an adjustment real quick. I think he was taking a little bit too much damage too quick during that game. Maybe try a more passive, punishing approach instead of, you know, pure aggression. But hopefully he can make the adjustments that he needs in Game 2. Going into Game 2 on Mammoth Fortress.
3, 2, 1.
And let's see what happens.
You know, it would be cool to see a best of 3. We haven't seen one today, but, you know, you never know. Bacon already putting out the damage unarmed onto Simba, although Phoebe with a nice transition pushing Bacon into Phoebe.
Absolutely.
Into Simba.
Bacon taking a ton of damage, though. But he does rack up a ton of damage onto Phoebe with a double dare into a double Sair. I double dog dare ya. Bacon doing a great job at racking up the damage.
We did just see a side stick come out from Stevenator, gonna get punched. The pickup recovery from Bacon will not knock Simba out, but will keep Simba out of commission for a little bit there. Does good damage. Side air on Phoebe onto Bacon, knocks Phoebe out. This is Stevenator here against Simba, moves above that unarmed recovery, and watch Stevenator with those guitars with the side stick. Side air, though, from Simba, gonna punch the ground pound. Phoebe out on the edge here. Stevenator with a recovery into the ground pound. Phoebe gone on the edge. Both of the red team players on the edge. Phoebe coming in, gonna put the pressure out on Armed as best he can, picks up those guitars. Stevenator with a clash right there, putting the pressure on Phoebe, trying to turn this around. Meanwhile, Bacon focusing here on Simba. Simba comes up with that side air to get the recovery and push Bacon out to the other side. Bacon will get knocked out quite far. Will Bacon be able to recover? Has no dodge. Down air, but the ground pound will hit and will knock Bacon down his final stock. 3 stocks both ways for Simba and Phoebe, but the damage is very, very high.
Yeah, Phoebe is so damaged at this point. I feel like that neutral light could have killed, honestly, at this point. Phoebe is going to have to play very carefully, but he does get hit by that Sair coming out from Bacon's scythe. Blue team even up at the stocks, and they've got Simba in position for an edge guard, and Steve, with a beautiful downlight into Sair, is going to confirm the kill.
We're looking at Steve, too, holding strong on those 3 stocks. There's the nice transition into the neutral air. Bacon knocking him into the neutral air. Simba really pushing out there for Stevenator. Stevenator falling with the neutral air. I said neutral air way too many times right there, but the
neutral
weapon
air,
throw,
neutral air.
Oh, man, the red team on the edge. Stevenator connecting both of them with a down air. And the recovery from Simba for the KO onto Stevenator. 2 stocks all around, folks.
I feel like even when one team has a lead, they don't have a lead. I feel like this game is just super, super even between these 2 teams right now. Bacon has found himself in the kill percent on the edge, though, and that's really unfortunate. He's being denied weapons, but he does fall in with that nair right there, racking up some extra damage on the Phoebe. Both Phoebe and Simba in the kill percent. Going for the weapon toss edge guard. Looks like he's going to get it. Does get the recovery, but not enough force. That side signature from Steve.
And then Stevenator with the side stick, and then a follows it around immediately with another neutral stick to knock both his teammate and Phoebe up. But Phoebe's damage is so high, and the recovery from Bacon gonna KO Phoebe right there, turning this game so strongly in the blue team's favor. If Bacon can survive here, if Stevenator can survive here and put out the pressure, put out good amount of damage on the red team, they're in such a good position to take this set.
Oh my god. Steve was looking to string Phoebe up with some brutal Qatar moves right there. Didn't manage to finish out the string, but he did a good job at starting it up. They're doing an excellent job at holding onto their stocks. Look how much damage... Oh, never mind. Bacon getting taken out. Steve following suit, also being taken out. Stocks are even, but the red team is at a damage deficit. Can they do it? Can they take this game, or will they be knocked out short?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another game like last time where everyone's up in that red damage. Simba putting the pressure out on Stevenator, who misses the dodge.
Wow,
on
he
the
got
wall.
gimped.
Gonna fall out, becomes a 2v1. Phoebe and Simba versus Bacon. Bacon here with that scythe. Gonna hold on his own and knocks Phoebe out. This becomes a 1v1 rematch of last game, except not quite so high on the damage immediately. Bacon opting for those guns, throws out that scythe. Simba here with a side air coming, trying to recover. With a recovery right there into the neutral air. Damage on Bacon already building up, already getting quite high. But what is going to happen?
Wow, he is absolutely making all the right decisions here with the recovery for the extra damage. I feel like Simba's looking to get him onto the edge because I feel like he's feeling very comfortable with his edge guarding right now. Using his weapon throws to, utilize those follow-ups, which is great. But unable to find any confirms.
Look at the damage, though, right now between these two players.
So
It's so
much.
high. Bacon here in that strong position, but the weapon throw going to allow Simba to come back. Simba with the weapon throw throws out the unarmed recovery.
Oh!
Bacon picks up the recovery for the KO, and that is game. Bacon and Stevenator playing two very, very strong sets against Simba and Phoebe. So close, so tight. Comes down to one stock, 1v1 both times, but Bacon and Stevenator will move on.
The recovery coming out from Bacon, just barely interrupting right there, but securing the game for Steve and Bacon. What an excellent showing. And it looks like we're actually going to be able to watch Boomy and LDZ.
So coming up next, folks, we got Boomy and LDZ. Both names you guys should know have been around for quite a while. We also have Cry and Whitetown. All right, so we should be getting ready to go here. As they go, we're seeing that Boomy has picked Sir Roland with that extra speed. We got that Artemis pick out from LDZ. Don't need to repeat everything I've said about Artemis already. Cry coming out here with that cross with the extra attack power with that kind of World War II vibe. And Whitetown here with that Azoth pick, which is really interesting. You don't see Azoth all that often anymore.
It's been a while since I've actually seen an Azoth pick come out, for sure. I'm so excited to be watching Boomy and LDZ right now. I've honestly been waiting to see them in a set all day. They were one of my favorites personally, back in the day, and it's been a long time since I've been able to watch them compete. So very interested to see how they utilize this double lance gameplay once again. Opening up with a ton of damage. LDZ with a well-placed neutral light.
And already we're looking at a very even game if you look at the damage. Just across the board. Very even, very yellow.
Ooh, but he's getting Boomy doing some great work here with his lance onto this Azoth.
LZ gets that weapon knocked out of him. Will move right above that side stick from Cry, and Whitetown on the edge. Boomy holding out, goes to that down air, moves into him with a neutral air, and Whitetown here trying to recover. Boomy throws out the side stick, and Whitetown falling in. And Boomy with the neutral. Meanwhile, Cry gets the KO onto LDZ. Very actually, it's an even game. If we see Whitetown get knocked out here, it's going to be basically neck and neck.
I'm super surprised to see LDZ get knocked out first, but both teams even, both teams in kill percent. Boomy just throwing out some option coverage here, just throwing out the signatures, trying to get a confirmed kill.
Hi there, from LDZ onto Cry, just kind of casually right there, turns around and hits him, knocks him out. Two stocks all out except for Boomy, who's just surviving. Will hit that ground pound, goes try to follow with a down air. Whitetown avoids it, but LDZ right out there, but gosh, it connects the down air onto Boomy right there with the recovery. We saw that's such a high level gameplay right there, but Whitetown ready with that recovery to knock Boomy out.
They were going for a setup right there. The blue team was going for an NSIG setup with what's his name's Cry's guns, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. But Whitetown has found himself in the kill percent. LDZ also following suit in the kill percent, but he's looking to get edge guarded. The weapon toss comes out.
LDZ turning it around immediately. Where's the ground pound? There's the ground pound. Cry will not get caught in that trap. LDZ will recover to the top. Recovery coming up from Boomy. Boomy immediately follows it into a ground pound and gives a little bit of protection with that neutral. And meanwhile, on the right side, LDZ there, but up top to it. Oh no, Whitetown falls out. Cry here will get the wall touch. Ground pound gonna hit his teammate from LDZ. Weapon throw protecting him, but the side sig from Cry, and then the recovery.
Wow.
Oh boy.
What a great recovery. What a close game. Oh, Boomy going for the dare. He does manage to take him out. Cry is going to be taken out early, but Boomy is also going to be taken out by Whitetown's Axe Dare. Stocks are clean. Stocks are even. This could go either way. It's all up to this. Game one.
Complete reset of the heart. Boomy coming in, putting the focus on Cry. Whitetown with the downlight.
Whitetown's playing very patiently with this axe. You can see that the blue team is basically just, being very patient, looking for the easy punishes,
Oh, side air out onto LDZ. LDZ gonna recover. Cry here to try and turn it around. Watch out for the ground pound. LDZ just holding onto that wall. Coming up. Boomy falling back. Nice dodge through with the downlight into the side air. Ground pound. LDZ goes for the neutral sig. Cry just a little bit too far to get caught by it. LDZ without a weapon at the moment. with the down sig, but nice evasion
Wow.
from Whitetown. But the neutral sig for the KO onto Cry.
And that's
LDZ
why I
out on the
love
right.
Artemis.
The
Those
side air,
signatures.
Whitetown. Kind of being bodied at the moment.
Absolutely, but he definitely has a shot here. This could go either way. Ooh. Boomy looking to be the aggressor. Goes for the side
There
sig
it is.
read, and that's going to take him out. Boomy securing the game for him and LDZ. Looks like they're rocking the team Tazza or Tazaraki. And so if you guys don't know who Tazza is, that was one of the original organizers for Gravy Cancel back in the day. So shout out to Tazza. We miss you, brother. You know, it's been a while. But yeah, great game. Great gameplay. So close. So unbelievably close.
Oh man, I wonder, we're gonna see that Roland out from LDZ. Double Roland from Boomy and LDZ right now. Both the extra speed. I mean, again, we got that double lance coming out, but we also have double sword here, which sets up for some of the most classic, the most vintage black holes. Should
Oh, absolutely.
should that happen?
I think this is just more of a consistency pick for sure. Interested to see how it works out for them. But with how close that last game was, I think that the blue team has a pretty solid shot at taking this. Let's see.
All right, coming in here, Cry with those guns. Boomy picking up that neutral air on both of the blue team members. And again, a very even, very neutral kind of start to this match.
That's kind of how it goes. I mean, we can see LDZ using his Gravy Cancel downlight to rack up some damage with some bread and butter combos. And Boomy following suit, doing the same thing. It looks like they're just going for some, like you said, very classic, very bread and butter sword combos. However,
we do see an early
Whitetown.
kill on Boomy, a double KO. Boomy and then LDZ, both of that recovery with those guns. Kind of insane at the moment. Cry here hanging tight on that red damage. The double sig coming out. Maybe this double Roland pick not so good for the red team.
oh my god, and the down sig from LDZ is going to take Whitetown out. They're looking to close out Cry's stock, and he gets it.
Downline to the side air. And we have two stocks all around. Real nice play here. Seeing Whitetown be pushed up, Boomy trying to follow in, LDZ and Boomy trying to use those recoveries between the two of them to really just, you don't even have to high damage, you just travel so high if you can just combo those. There's the setup, Boomy coming in there, ooh, with a down air, but Cry saying, no, I'm gonna slip out through it.
And, like, once again, we're seeing Boomy and LDZ, with great option coverage. They're comboing off of each other, and they're trying to, basically cover all of the options that their opponent might have, which they're doing a great job with that so far. However, Whitetown,
Oh, the side stick will boop Cry right there. But I mean, very even if you look at the damage. I mean, this game is kind of hard right now to call in any stretch of the imagination.
you really just can't because it's so unpredictable.
Oh!
But LDZ with the side stick is going to take Whitetown out, and then Boomy with a side stick of his own, taking
Double
out Cry.
side stick.
They've secured a lead so far. Will they be able to hold on to it, or is Whitetown fueled
There's
by
a setup
this?
for the black hole.
Cry with the
gets
ground
knocked
pound.
down. Will recover. Will pick up this weapon. Will pick up that lance. Whitetown here. Oh, Cry will connect with that side
Oh my
stick.
God.
And twice we see another KO, another double KO. One stock all around. Very, very even game. Double
Wow.
roll and side stick meta is true.
That's pretty
it's what we're
accurate.
seeing in this game right now.
For sure. Cry getting abused here. Oh, he's found himself in a really tricky position. Will he be able to
And
make
here's
the
the
2v1?
setup. You gotta watch this double sword though. This is the setup for the classic black hole. Those side lights, neutral lights rather. Just on the player.
Oh my
But, oh my
God.
god, the recovery into the side air, pushing Cry so far away, and then there's the unarmed recovery.
brutally
Grab
abused.
cancel down light. We're gonna see a KO. There's a down stick right there. Down air. Damage already so high onto Cry. And just the setup. They're working so hard to get the setup. You're one down stock all around. There's a side air with a weapon throw. Cry dodges through it. Side air onto Boomy. Cry picks up the neutral air. And the ground pound onto LDZ. And the ground pound gonna knock him out as he charges a neutral recovery. But there is the KO from LDZ onto Cry. Good game, well played.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean set. Pretty clean set from Boomy and LDZ. I mean, obviously to be expected, but so close. So absolutely close. Man, I love to watch Boomy play 2v2s. I used to play 2v2s with Boomy a lot back in the day, and just Boomy is really good at following up, like you said, you know, with the setups and the option coverage and even the saves. I remember I got carried by Boomy for a while because he was so good at saving me, and like, you know, like I would be falling off the map and he would come in and swoop up with a sword recovery and pop me back up, stuff like that. Like those kind of plays, those were impressive, and I love to see him.
Yeah, dude. I want to point out that we didn't really say anything, but we are in the winners quarterfinals right now. So we did just see Boomy and LDZ versus Cry and Whitetown. We're coming up next on, it looks like Noel and Remy, and this is going to be versus Kostelix and Double Dime. So you know this is going to be a pretty exciting game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And we have already seen Simba Phoebe versus Steven Nader and Bacon. So you guys can already start getting kind of a shape of your top 8. That's pretty hype. That's pretty cool, I think.
I think we're going to have one of the most exciting top 8s to ever be on Gravy Cancel. I can't wait for next week, that's for sure. But yeah, let me just update these overlays real quick. We're seeing Noel and Remy versus Kostelix and Double Dime, correct?
This is correct. Noel and Remy versus Kostelix and Double Dime. And I'm excited. That's really all there is to say right now. I'm pretty excited about this whole game, this whole setup. Folks, thank you so much for hanging with us and watching this game. It's been a blast so far, and you know it's only gonna get better in the next 2 matchups we have. Oh yes. So we do have our team members in.
All right, it looks like Remy's actually going to be pulling out Yumiko, from what I can see so far. And that's pretty cool to see. I mean, obviously, we know Remy back in the day played a lot of Koji, especially in his 2v2 time with Boomy. So I know he's comfortable with bow. I don't know how he performs with hammer, so that's to be determined. But I expect to see some pretty, exceptional bow gameplay. Noel clearly sticking to his Atori, bread and butter, sword and spear. And I don't think we're seeing a legend switch from Kostelix or Double Dime. They appear to be sticking to their guns there.
Worked out well for them in the past, but I feel like you might be putting a lot of pressure right now on Remy's Yumiko. You can't put these kind of expectation and these expectations on these players.
Well,
I'm joking. I'm messing with you.
Bud, I don't know. I'm not putting expectations that I expect Remy's bow to be solid. I expect his bow to be solid. I expect his bow to be strong. I don't know how his hammer's going to be. That's only because I haven't personally seen Remy play a lot of hammer. But, that's to be determined, I suppose. However, Kostelix and Double Dime sticking to the double lance, some nice dance gameplay. And looks like we're going into, I'm going to say Thunder Guard, but it might be Mammoth. I don't know. But yeah, man, no expectations, dude. I'm completely open.
We are spawning in here right away. Look at that lineup. Look at that extra defense on that roll and the extra speed on the Scarlet. It's kind of scary from the red team. Mammoth, though, as is tradition. So
I would be terrified, to be honest with you. I'm terrible against Lance. Double Dime opening up with some nice damage right there, but getting abused by Noel's spear. Noel tossing his weapon, looking to catch some unarmed on the Kostelix, but no connections have been made.
A very even start here as we're looking. Look at this damage, though, this transition between the blue team, able to get the red team in between both of them and kind of knock them back and forth just for a little bit of damage. And these things happen like that. It's a split-second kind of effect. You got to keep an eye out for. Sidestick out from Remy. Kostelix gonna punish it with a side air of his own. I mean, this is already a very close game. Double Dime quite damaged. Remy quite damaged. Noel quite damaged. They stomp into the side air from Remy, gonna knock Double Dime out to the left side. Double Dime will recover, moving in here, trying to edge guard.
Wow! What a beautiful Gravy Cancel side sig coming out from Noel, taking Double Dime out. But Noel has now found himself on the edge of the map to get taken out himself. But Remy, holding him down right there. Wow. Oh, the ground pound into Dare with the Sair follow-up. Remy looking to get the setup, but he doesn't find any
Oh, man.
connections. They can't get the edge guard. Double Dime's not looking to get taken out so easily.
Double Dime already down to 2 stocks. Playing the edge is a risky gambit. And the side air, though, gonna knock Noel out. And then there we got the recovery from Kostelix for the KO. The ground pound. Oh, Noel turning in there saying no with a grab cancel down light into a ground pound. Getting double dime to his final stock. Luckily, Kostelix still on 3. But you know what? Noel is still on 3, and Remy is still on a pretty fresh 2. And Noel right in there using that side sig with the knowledge that it hits back, moving through Kostelix to knock him out. Meanwhile, we saw a recovery KO onto Noel out off the top of the map. Kostelix out on the right side here. Damage is so high. Noel goes in for the recovery, but the clash going to save Kostelix right there. Beautiful timing to make that happen, to pull that out.
Absolutely. Kostelix holding on to this stock for what seems like forever. The amount of damage that has been racked up on him with absolutely no confirms is ridiculous. Remy has found himself in the kill percent, so, I mean, they're in the position to even up as far as... they're in a position to even up the stocks for sure, but they're going to have to make some plays.
We see a down sig out from Kostelix there. Nice transition, nice little kind of knock tennis match between the blue team right there. Double dime
Ooh,
up
the
top.
recovery.
And Kostelix with a recovery for the KO onto Remy. Kostelix unable to get destroyed. He's unbreakable at the moment.
I can't believe he hasn't been taken out yet. He's literally black at this point with the amount of damage that's been done.
He has hit 2-3 side air recoveries in a row on both of the blue team members. I mean, look at this damage. Noel in the red, too. This is a tough game. Recovery from Double Dime. Gonna hit Remy. Remy gonna fall into that down sig. Nice position, nice timing from Double Dime. Kostelix with another down sig. Still so high. We're going to see a KO here. Remy turning it around. Will get hit by that down stick, and Kostelix just spacing perfectly. And the side stick for the KO, finally knocking Kostelix down. Kostelix had 1 stock in a 2v2 for 3 minutes.
That was
3
so
full
ridiculous,
minutes.
dude. That's honestly so ridiculous. I can't wait to see the damage after this. Double Dime is going to be taken out, but it's Kostelix left here in a 2v1 with Remy in the kill percent. I think he's got this. I think he might actually be able to pull this off.
But, you know, we could see 2v1, even when the damage is so high. If Remy survives, if Remy doesn't get kind of caught in any of these KOs, unfortunately, the team damage not so good. They can set up for a lot of conversion with that team play.
But they got to take out Kostelix stock before it's even. Like, you know, Kostelix... Ooh, there's a side light into recovery, and now it's down to a 1v1 with Noel at a stock disadvantage.
Kostelix with that lance, and has been playing so smartly with that lance, positioning themselves super well and being patient enough to go ahead and punish any openings the opponent may inadvertently present. The down sig again for the edge guard. Noel playing the edge. You got to watch out for the wall slip. Comes in right there.
It's so hard to punish Scarlet's lance down sig like that, so that's a pretty safe option for him. He's doing a great job at covering Noel's landings, and Noel's going to have to pull off some pretty impressive feats if he wants to take this game back. He does have Kostelix in position for an edge guard, but once again, unable to secure the kill.
I mean, there's the side air. You got to be so careful, though, following into the air against... Oh, the down air. Is going to get the KO? No, Kostelix has the dodge. Down air. Second down air does not hit. Noel with a recovery there. Kostelix playing the edge. Wall slip hitting Noel. You got to watch out. So careful. Nice dodge with a grab cancel. The timing on that to get the dodge frames from the dodge into the grab cancel right there for the KO has to be so precise. What we saw right there was a beautiful example of just pure technical play.
And that was the second time that we saw that. The first time he gravy canceled the sword side sig, and the second time he did it with the spear. That was beautiful plays from Noel. Unfortunately, it was not enough to close the gap between him and Kostelix. Kostelix and Double Dime are going to be taking game 1 for Cryo.
I just want to point out 827 damage.
Wow. Absolutely.
I also, you know, I was thinking about that Yumiko pick.
Right.
For Remy, and you know, Remy has been doing fairly well with Yumiko in BCS lately. You know?
Has he?
Yes, he has. And it's pretty hype. I don't know if you've been seeing them, but it's been some really good games out there with that Yumiko.
Unfortunately, I haven't really had the opportunity to watch too many matches from you know, tournaments that have happened recently, but I will definitely be catching up on them as soon as possible. However, you know, back into game 2 here, we've got Remy and Kostelix taking a bunch of damage so far, while Double Dime and Noel are remaining you know, unscathed for the most part.
So I think the one to watch out here is Kostelix, because he was able to keep that stock for 3 minutes in that first game, and if you can repeat performance, it's going to be so good. Although the damage is it's looking pretty high on Kostelix, but this doesn't really mean anything if you can't get the hit confirmed. And the down 6 from Kostelix with the motion back are denying Noel any kind of motion in. But the grab cancel neutral stick from Double Down will get the first KO right there. First strike onto Remy.
I mean, I know from personal experience that Kostelix is very difficult to play against. I've played against him in the ladder, a couple times. Kostelix has one of the most consistent and one of the most brutal lances that I've ever seen, honestly. He's so consistent with his combos and the amount of damage that he puts out. I mean, just look at the way he's confidently just throwing out these down 6, knowing he's not going to get punished.
And it's looking real good for the red team on both on their first stock. Kostelix gets knocked to the right. Remy coming in here, setting up for a recovery. Side air gonna knock Kostelix out to 2 stocks. This is a really good turn in momentum for the red team. Noel coming in there, protecting his teammate off of from Double Dime, who's going for another grab cancel neutral sig off the top, trying to get a KO down sig from Double Dime. Not gonna hit though. But the neutral air from Kostelix, brutal, will hit Noel out. Double Dime is the one to watch now. Look at he survived nearly 2 minutes into the game on his first stock. Ooh, Noel fishing for that ground pound. Double Dime narrowly avoiding it. Goes for that neutral sig, but Noel saying, no. Side light first into a side air.
Ooh, and the dare.
And the down air for the KO. Knocking Double Dime down. 2 stocks all around. Barely even game at the moment.
Absolutely, and it looks like that lead that Kostelix had at one point has just gone away almost completely. Both teams rather even. Kostelix losing his footing here. He really needs to, adjust, because I think they've got him figured out. Noel with a bread and butter downlight into side air is going to secure the kill. Now it's all up to Remy to hold on to this stock and see if they can rack up as much damage as possible.
Double Dime playing the edge game right now against Remy. Noel coming in here saying, no, my teammate, he's going to come back. He's going to survive. He'll be good. I'll give him a little bit of room to breathe. The recovery from Kostelix is going to put the red team on the platform, and the down sig going to hit both of the blue team members, KOing Remy right there. Double Dime falling with that down air. Going to hit Noel. Noel with a weapon throw. Going to avoid the down sig from Kostelix. Connect with the down air into 2 side lights in a row, putting the pressure on Kostelix while Double Dime here, trying to turn around and protect his teammate. Remy here also going to kind of put the pressure here on Double Dime. The side air, we're going to see another side air. Noel here in position for a recovery. Will hit Double Dime. Double Dime will survive. Kostelix though connecting with that side light recovery combo that we all know and love. And it's just so close right now. It's really hard to see what's going to happen.
It's unbelievably close. It's impossible at this point to make any real calls on how it's going to go. Kostelix looking like he's going to enter kill percent first. He is getting edge guarded by Noel. The NC comes out, but he gets punished by the recovery. Beautiful play from Kostelix. Excellent timing.
Very close game. Look at the damage right now. Kostelix gets knocked out. We could see this game go to a best of 3 because it would be a 2v2 against Double Dime, who is knocked out here. Noel looking here for the KO. We'll see that, but we did see a KO onto Kostelix and then a KO onto Double Dime. This is a 2v1 right now against the red team. Blue team holding strong. Noel still on 2 stocks. Remy comfortable in that orange, rocking this Bodvar choice here as well. Look at them with the sword, setting up for that black hole, setting up for a little bit of team damage. Double Dime knows it, using that down air, using that side air to, again, push out the teammate. There's the KO onto Noel with the sig. Double Dime evening this game up as best as he can right now, just using that horizontality motion of that to strong effect.
Oh, I thought he was going to get set up in the black hole there, but he managed to escape. Remy in the kill percent. Double Dime is just fishing to end that stock right now, looking to take him out as soon as possible, and that might be his downfall. He might have to, switch his focus over to Noel for a little while, maybe.
Although Remy is surviving here, damage is high, and the damage on Double Dime is building and building and building. Down air. Recovery will get denied by the ground pound. Oh, nice. Downlight into recovery right there. I think Noel went for a sig there. Got punished by Double Dime. There's the ground pound for the KO. Noel and Remy will take it. This means, folks, we're going to go to our first best of 3 since our very first match all the way back at 6 o'clock today, folks.
That's
exciting.
impressive. That's impressive and exciting indeed. I really like the consistency in Noel, where he's utilizing his gravy cancels, ladies and gentlemen. He's utilizing his gravy cancel side sigs, and he's also utilizing his gravy cancel light attacks, downlights with sword in particular, to combo into that, and that's beautiful. I'm really loving that we're seeing that from Noel. Going into game 3. Noel opening up with a unarmed neutral light onto Kostelix, just punching him right in the mouth off the jump.
Ooh, a little bit of a setup by the red team right there to get the blue team between. It's going to split them up. Remy immediately going in with that sword, trying to put out that quick damage double down, though, turning around with a down air of his own.
Looks like Noel is just racking up a ton of damage with his spear onto both players right now, actually. You know, initially catching them with the side light and then following up with a down sig. Looks like Koslix and Double Dime are actually getting brutally abused with a double ground pound from Noel. Looking to edgeguard Koslix. He doesn't get the kill, but he does put him in the kill
Ground
percent.
pound
That might do it.
again. And then the neutral air, but Koslix will survive. Noel here will with the side air.
The bread and butter.
On the Koslix. First strike right there. Another KO right here. Side air.
The
We're gonna
weapon
see a
toss
follow-up,
setup.
the weapon throw.
Ooh, the gravy disco. It's gravy, baby. Doesn't connect, but what a valiant effort that was. Noel looking to secure the kill on the Double Dime. Can he do it? Can he close it out? Double Dime in position to get edge guarded. Fishing for a weapon. Oh, the recovery reset. I think he knocked him into Noel. I don't know if that can happen, but I think it did.
Another recovery out from Remy. Gonna knock Double Dime out there. Noel and Remy doing a really nice holding onto their first stocks. We'll see if they can push the damage out onto the red team's second stock. But right now it's looking like the red team is putting the pressure on, using those lances quite well. Remy out to the side. Double Dime and Koslix taking this opportunity to put the pressure on Noel, who's taking none of that damage. Although the recovery will put Noel out to the top left there, who's going to recover here without the weapon, avoids that recovery from Double Dime. And then we did just see a recovery get the KO on to Remy right there. First stock out for the blue team.
Yep, blue team, actually, the stocks are now even. I was just about to say something about it, and the Caster's Curse took effect. Noel getting his stock taken out. Both teams trading rather evenly. Double Dime, however, taking the brunt of the damage here, getting brutally abused by Remy. Needs to make a spacing adjustment.
Down sig out from Double Dime there. Oh my god. It's so close right now. I mean these players are so talented. The ground pounds coming out, and I love these long spear ground pounds. You don't have to see them. What a setup with that recovery. Koslix will survive the weapon throw on from Noel onto Koslix. Koslix coming back, but almost a team KO over that down sig from Double Dime onto Koslix. Koslix here with on a recovery, and Noel right in there with that side air for the KO on Koslix. Koslix down to his final stock at the moment.
What timing on that Sair coming out from Noel. Just the patience and the precision we're seeing from him. He's really showing up in this tournament. Double Dime nearing kill percent, and Koslix appears to be just kind of spacing around Remy's hammer.
Did you see Double Dime get knocked out right there? This is
Absolutely.
Looking pretty good for the blue team, who both will survive. Both of those tough offenses knocked them quite far. Noel with a weapon uses the weapon throw to kind of space him out. Will pick up the unarmed recovery into a neutral air with the spot dodge into a downlight. That was actually grabbing the timing, but the down sig from Koslix will get the KO onto Remy off the right side.
That was a funny interaction. I really just love the way it just kind of like threw him off the map there. Unfortunately, Koslix will be taken out, and Double Dime will be left with the 2v1 scenario, and it's going to be near impossible to come back from this at this point, but he can do it. But he is in the kill percent. Remy just throwing out the nairs.
And Noel on the ground throwing out those sigs, but Noel with that weapon throw may not be able to recover. Remy goes for the down air to save his teammate, but does not work. That's okay. Noel is up a stock still here, or has a clean stock, but he had two stocks there. And damage on Double Dime is so high, and Noel and Remy just holding it on. Double Dime using those jumps, but you run out of jumps eventually. There's down air into the side light, pushing Double Dime out to the right side of the map. There's a down air. Double Dime saying, no, I will survive, throwing a down air of his own. Wall slip coming in, though. Gotta watch out. It does matter, as eventually there's the recovery. Another recovery. Double Dime surviving, staying up so high. The ground pound, the spot dodge, though, from Noel. And then the neutral light. Oh, it's so close.
Oh,
and
there
the
it is.
Air.
The Sair? That might do it.
And Double Dime running that jumps, throws that ground pound, saying, good game. Well played.
Wow. Those were some really, really close matches. Well played by both teams, for sure. That was impressive.
And I do believe with that, we're going to move on to our next match, which is going to be to Crocky and Doppy, Midget and Hyper Hero. We've seen them both play. We've seen them both play very well at that, and I am excited to see how they perform against each other. We almost have a complete top 8 at the moment if you're looking. Well, you'll know in a moment, because we also have to look at, losers bracket as well. But, well, no, that's not true. Is it true? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's okay. But that's all good, my people, my people. My understanding is that we might see some crazy shenanigans here. Remember, last time we saw Midget and Hyper Hero play, Midget had some technical issues, and Hyper Hero came in on that second match, clutched it in a 2v1, basically from 3 stocks. It was basically a 6 stock versus 3 stock 2v1. And I mean, Hyper Hero stayed in there and turned it around and managed to make it a successful game for the blue team right now,
Yeah,
for team hashtag Inception Gaming.
Hopefully, you know, the guys from Inception Gaming, Hyper Hero, and Midget, hopefully they've got all of their technical difficulties figured out, and that they'll be able to, you know, at least play, you know, a full game with full stocks. But you know, that's to be determined. You know, Vex Doppy and Vex Crocky obviously really showing up in the last set that we watched from them. So let's see how this plays out. Ooh, nice skin. What's that skin again? That's for that T-shirt, right? What is that called?
Yes, that's the Yeti T. I think it's an exclusive only for the shirt. I don't think you can get it another way. Pretty cool. A little scary. Gives me a little nightmare at night, honestly. But we are setting up for this game with that Roland from Hyper Hero. Like we said, that Taros from Midget. Crocky and Doppy rocking that Nash and Jala. I didn't see what map it was. Probably Mammoth, right?
I think it was, but I honestly was looking. Oh, actually, we're going to Twilight.
Lovely.
Lovely. Looking to see some wedge plays, my man. Vex Doppy starting off with his axe here, but he's actually taking the damage here from Hyper Hero.
Oh, man. And this is it, guys. I mean, get some hype going, because this is, I believe, our last set in the semifinals, quarterfinals. Whoops, quarterfinals.
Whoa.
We're looking at the damage, though. Just the
Whoa.
Crocky right now, putting up so much damage on to Midget. And then Crocky comes in at the same... Doppy comes in at the same time to put the pressure on. Anyways, keep it moving forward. Look at the damage here. Right now, Crocky on the edge in the air. Watch out the ground pound. The recovery, though, landing from Midget onto his teammate. But we did see a KO onto Crocky.
Doppy. Unfortunately, Doppy got taken out early, but that's okay. Crocky is holding on to his stock. He is yet to be put into kill percent, while both players from the blue team are indeed in kill percent. So if he can close out these stocks, he can hang on to his stock. We could see a win here. However, it is looking in favor of the blue team so far. Ooh, the side stig's gonna get the double knockout. Crocky killing him. Absolutely killing him.
Beautifully done. We are... I mean, beautifully done. I mean, the red team has such a solid lead at the moment with Crocky. Never mind, that's a total game changer reset right there with the KO. Very even. Midget using this Taros hammer, using that shovel very efficiently at the moment to just try and get in there and outspace out Doppy at the moment.
What a beautiful combo.
The strength of the red team right now is that when Midget is out there trying to potentially bait out the red team says no and just opts to put the pressure onto Hyper Hero. They make it a 2v1 as often as they can, and it's the key to good, a high-level 2v2 playing. I strongly do that. We do see Hyper Hero survive that side air. Doppy with another side air. Midget will survive. Will hit that neutral air to kind of give us a little space. And Hyper Hero trying to turn this around. Side air, gonna avoid it. But the Sig right there for the KO on to Hyper Hero.
Yeah, you know, like you were saying, my man, you know, if you turn the game into 2 separate 1v1s, you're not going to find a lot of success. It's the good 2v2 teams that follow up off of each other and put themselves in those 2v1 situations as much as possible that will come out on top for sure. Both teams are trading rather evenly, even though Hyper Hero is at a stock deficit. If they can close out Doppy's stock, they could definitely close the gap.
Nice ground pound from a Hyper Hero right there. Again, building up the damage onto the opposing team. Down sig comes out. And Midget with a neutral sig right there for the... That's actually a down sig toast. Got it right. With a down sig right there to push out the red team quite far. Excuse me. And just using... Midget's been really on point with using this axe hitbox to just outspace his opponent and keep him alive.
Oh, no!
Sig right there from Doppy will knock Midget down to his final stock, and then Hyper Hero down here in the bottom will be able to recover. We'll get the wall touch with the down air, but this is very, very dangerous. There's the dodge. Doppy throws the Sig, but Hyper Hero right up in there with the unarmed recovery for the KO onto Crocky. Doppy. It's
That's all right, my man. Hyper Hero finding himself in the kill percent on his last stock. He's going to get taken out by Doppy with the down sig. Now it's up to Midget to fight off this 2v1. Can he do it? It's going to be tough. Throwing out a lot of N6 here, but he's not getting punished for it. The Sarah comes out. That's going to take Crocky out. And he's starting to abuse Doppy with his hammer, actually. He is racking up a bit of damage. But, you know, Doppy's got him positioned where he wants him, on the edge.
I mean, he's really got the right. I really think he's got a good loadout for this 2v run, right? Both hammer and axe have hitboxes that you can really use to kind of outspace your opponent, and they do a lot of damage and they have a lot of force. Especially Teros, who's got some crazy combos. But right now, Crocky and Doppy are just outspacing Midget here, and the weapon throws, just so tough to do. But keep in mind, one stock all around, and
Doppy in the kill percent.
Kill percent, but the neutral air not gonna KO. Midget will survive that defense coming in clutch. And
oh,
the down
no!
sig, floating to victory right there. Crocky and Doppy will take it.
That was actually a wedge interaction right there. We got to see the down sig threw him into the wedge, which then spiked him downwards, and that's gonna secure game 1 for Vex.
Guys, remember to stay hydrated no matter what you're doing, whether you're playing, you're watching, you're drinking, you're casting. Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Absolutely, drink lots of water. 8 glasses a day keeps the pimples away. I don't know, dude.
I mean,
you know, it seems legit, right?
I'll give you points for it, but like maybe 4.
Like, so 4 out of is it like on a scale? Like 4 out of 10?
I mean, it would be like out of 10.
Oh.
I mean, a 4 is pretty good for that. I think I'm being a little generous, right? Are you sponsored by water? I don't know.
We are sponsored by the water. Sponsored
yes,
by
H2O.
Sponsored by H2O and Earth.
And with that, we're going to segue Earth into our game right now. We're looking at the same lineup, I do believe, from our players.
Yep.
Thunder Guard. We're back on Twilight, and again, we got that lovely wedge interaction. We got that great kind of variety with these platforms.
Absolutely. Everybody, you know, remaining consistent with their legend picks, remaining consistent with their map picks. We're gonna see hopefully an adjustment come out from the blue team, but it's starting off quite similar to the last match where you know, Crocky and Midget are, you know, taking a lot of damage.
Well, you say that, but I feel like it's evened out. I mean, first 20 seconds you can't really
No,
say
it's
much,
even.
but they're right there, the Sorters.
Oh, Crocky finding himself in the kill percent, but in an edge guard position against Midget. It's absolutely even, for sure. I wasn't saying it wasn't even. I'm just saying that, you know, last game we saw them both take a ton of... Ooh, the side sig from Crocky is going to close out Midget's stock early. That's giving Vex the early stock lead. That was very unexpected. I didn't see that coming, and I don't think Midget did either.
The recovery on Hyper Hero, but Crocky does just get knocked out right there. Doppy coming in, trying to edge guards on Hyper Hero. Hyper Hero dodges through, gonna turn around, put the pressure onto Crocky. Crocky, though, saying no with those down airs. Down airs are gonna keep hitting the opponent players. Midget and Hyper Hero set up for a little bit of black hole while Doppy's out of commission, but Doppy comes back. Side air falling side air from Midget will knock Doppy out. Hyper Hero goes for the down air, but will hit that side air for the KO. Meanwhile, Midget turning around, putting the pressure onto Crocky. Neutral air, side air out from a Hyper Hero. Down air, though, from Crocky. And the long ground pound again, just pushing out the damage. And Doppy with the side sig. And the ground pound, but Midget saying no and picks up the hammer recovery. But at the same time, Hyper Hero does get knocked out to the left side.
That was a hilarious interaction with Hyper Hero's Sarah right there. I just thought I'd mention that. But Crocky securing the kill against Hyper Hero with the spear ground pound, but finding himself taken out here on the side of the map. Midget's in the kill percent, and he's playing very patiently, very safely, trying to space out Doppy and go for those dare combos, trying to double dog dare him real quick.
We got to keep in mind Crocky down to 1 stock, but just as I say that, we do see Doppy knock out Midget right there with a sig. Beautifully done, and we're looking at a very, very neck and neck game. Midget falling into that side air with the ground pound. Doppy going to recover up to that wedge. Hyper Hero recovering out to the right side of that wedge, both with weapons. Midget with that grab cancel and sig.
That was risky.
Out Crocky. It was risky, but it allowed Hyper Hero to get in there with that sword and do a little damage. Midget fishing for Doppy.
Nice
will pick up the recovery and get the KO.
That was a beautiful play from Midget. And now we're seeing Crocky get abused by Hyper Hero's bread and butter. You know, we've got bread, we've got butter, we've got toast, and we've got Crocky nearing the kill percent.
Heyo.
Heyo. It's gravy. Doppy with a nice down sig. It's gonna send Midget flying.
Midget and Hyper Hero, though, in a good position with Hyper Hero. hanging on to that second stock, but the recovery will knock Hyper Hero out. One stock all around. Midget playing
So
it safe
close.
on the wedge. Crocky and Doppy controlling the weapons, going to put the pressure out on the center platform, but the recovery out from Doppy doing good damage will allow Midget to recover, though, with that weapon throw and the charge and heavy, neutral heavy, but oh, Midget gets knocked out right there, and Hyper Hero in this 2v1 will hit that side air. Up on the air, we're going to see a ground pound onto Doppy. Crocky falls out!
Oh no, that was really unfortunate for Vex. Hyper Hero in the position to take this 1v1. He has the damage lead. Can he close out this game against Doppy?
Can we see this turn into a best of 3? I don't know. Find out. Stay tuned. Right now, Doppy will hit that side air, but beautiful spot dodge from Hyper Hero will avoid. There's the side air. I mean, this is very close. And the down sig, Hyper Hero holding his own, got that damage lead, keeping Doppy on that wedge, throwing out those side airs, really trying to put Doppy into position. The side air. Are we going to see a follow with a weapon throw? Doppy will get the wall touch. Recovery from Hyper Hero will not connect.
Oh, that was brutally close. Hyper Hero just looking for any option he can take to secure this kill.
Throws his hammer out without a weapon. Gonna get wall slip in a moment. We'll come back. Lance out. The downer will hit. And then the recovery. Doppy a little bit behind the hitbox right there. Doppy with the slider.
Doppy's playing
doing
so patiently right now. He's playing very smart. Oh,
that'll do it.
the bread and butter.
Oh.
The bread and butter down light into side air from Hyper Hero. Taking game 2.
It means we're gonna
go to a best of 3. That's correct. I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed.
I'm very excited, and you know, it's interesting to see if maybe we're gonna see a swap, legend swap from Doppy and or Hyper Hero. I mean,
I think that would
looks
be
like
a mistake. I don't know. Maybe.
Crocky and Midge. I don't know. You know, and these games have both been so close.
That's true. That's very true. Maybe a legend swap might be in their favor because it would kind of throw off any of the information that, you know, Hyper Hero and Midget have gathered from these last 2 games. But we'll just have to see it. It seems like Doppy and Hyper Hero are thinking hard.
Woo.
What an
All right.
exciting lineup we've had so far today. You know, we've seen the likes of Boomy and LDZ. We've seen the likes of Doppy and Crocky. We've seen Remy and Noel. And now we're seeing some people that I've actually didn't really expect to show up against Vex, which is Hyper Hero and Midget actually showing up and taking this set to a game 3. Super stoked to see how this turns out. Just waiting for Doppy to lock in his legend so we can get map bans underway. Do you have any bets? Do you have any ideas, Bud? How do you think it's going to go?
I mean,
In
it's
your
gonna go
personal
Mammoth.
opinion.
Mammoth or Twilight. No, you know what? Let's go to Shipwreck today.
I want
Let's
to
go
see the
Shipwreck
Gravy
instead.
Boat, my dude. We haven't seen the Gravy Boat all day, but it looks like that's actually going to get banned out, unfortunately. We are definitely going to either Mammoth or Twilight. Oh, Koslix and Double Dime. I'm sorry about that. Koslix with his exceptional Lance play. Such consistency. This is round 3 of this set, and we are going in with Doppy's actually pulling out the Ulgrim pick.
All right, it's an exciting pick. You got Baygrim, MLG Grim, however you want to do it. We are going to see the blue team get both of those weapons quite right off the bat.
But they took a lot of damage from that unarmed right there.
And Vex, man, he kills me every time. Doppy is in there with that axe and being very efficient, trying to use those hitboxes to just outspace the opponent.
Ooh, the recovery
though,
from Midget.
Midget with the weapon throw, and then the down air. Doppy does not
Ground
have
pound
recovery.
follow-up! Midget's gonna take out Doppy super early, only 30 seconds in.
We did see Crocky go in there with a spear recovery to try and save his opponent, to try and save his teammate, but it just didn't work out so well. Hyper Hero setting up for another repeat of what just happened. Not quite going to happen as Crocky is able to maneuver out of the edge pressure there, but Shipwreck is kind of a tense pick, small map.
For sure, and you know, wow. Vex
The
absolutely
weapon
getting
throw.
abused here with these small
And the weapon
walls.
throw.
Oh,
And
the save from Crocky! Wow!
That's high-level team play. Right
That
there.
is the
Midget
difference
dropping-
between a low-level team and a high-level team right there. Those saves and those team combos. What a beautiful play, but unfortunately, Doppy is going to get taken out, and Vex has found himself at a 2-stock deficit.
Side air onto Crocky. Crocky gonna recover. Hyper Hero falls. Crocky falls. I don't know what just happened there, but it does kind of shake up the game a little bit. Midget, though, in the lead here. Stock-wise, will pick up that Sig. Gonna pull Crocky onto the edge and try and push that edge advantage while he has it. Ooh, there's a charge and Sig, but Crocky saying no with the side airs.
He was relentless. Crocky just going in for the follow-up and securing the kill. They still got an entire stock they need to close out, though, before they can even up this match. And Hyper Hero is doing a great job at racking up damage onto Doppy with his lance play right here.
Oh, nice. I mean, Blue Team putting pressure on Crocky too, getting Crocky into that kill percentage quite quickly. But Doppy saying, no, I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna survive with that weapon, throwing out that sidelight recovery. But Hyper Hero's dodge. Meanwhile, Crocky gets knocked out to the left side. Doppy here trying to serve downlight into, or sorry, sidelight into downlight right there, but Hyper Hero will survive off of the top of right, but we're gonna see Crocky get knocked out. One stock for both members of the red team right now.
Wow.
Blue team looking real good.
They're looking really, really strong. I'm so impressed right now. Doppy nearing the kill percent already, gets hit by the dare, gets hit by the weapon
throw,
toss.
has a dodge left.
Oh, just using that dodge ever so perfectly.
Oh man, and there's the side air for the KO onto Hyper Hero, turning this game around pretty aggressively.
Absolutely. Blue team still holding on to this lead so far. They're unable to close out Doppy's stock. Doppy is just... Ooh, but he gets hit by that down sig coming out from Midget. That turns this into a 2v1 against Crocky. Will Crocky be able to pull this off? If there was anybody, I think he might be the one that we'll see do it today. Let's take a look here. Hyper Hero and Midget just positioning Crocky on the edge of the map, but struggling to rack up too much damage.
But they do have a little bit of lead damage-wise already on Crocky, but Crocky's positioning with the spear is really smooth, and his use of down airs and that sidelight into that little string right there, really efficient to do that damage, although the down stick will allow Midget to hit punish with a side air. Weapon throw coming through, recovery from Midget, Crocky will avoid.
Crocky is trying so hard right now, but he does get caught by that downlight into Sarah. Will they get the edge guard? Doesn't look like they're going to get it. They're struggling. The blue team is struggling to close this stock, and that might be the death of them. Crocky, with the stomp, goes for the Sarah follow-up, but unfortunately, he's going to be punished by Midget Sarah. Blue team coming in hot, coming in strong, and securing game 3 of that set. That was unexpected. That was an upset in my mind, because I haven't really seen them perform like that before, so... To me, that was impressive.
I mean, I think everything we've seen in the last hour has been very impressive.
Yeah.
That game in particular, I mean, is a really nice turnaround. We're getting started right away into our game here. Squared PH, Enigma PH, both from Powerhouse. That's what the PH stands for, folks. Whitetown and Cry. So we just saw Whitetown and Cry fight a little bit recently. We know their style. Same Cross, Azoth choices that they had before. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this as we get going into it. The Koji pick from Squared, and we got the Scarlet pick from Powerhouse, who was rocking that extra attack power. A Scarlet as well. We got extra defense on the Koji. But we got a lot of power stances here in this game. I mean, look at that Azoth.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Okay. That was interesting. Maybe we'll see a reset. That was within 10 seconds. So, I mean, we'll let tournament admins mods. Cry is either dodging out. No, Cry's choosing to play. All right, we're probably going to see a reset here. Some interesting turnaround right there on this play. Don't you know you're not allowed to be excited?
Red team wins.
Don't you know? It could be in the cards. I don't even, caster's curse, man. I
You know,
mean,
you know
I
what's
think
hilarious, dude, is you were just having a one-sided conversation because I had the microphone muted from when I was typing, but it's a good thing that we reset that match. Hey, Lamau. Going into Game 1 Twilight Grove, everybody seems to be okay now. Everything seems to be good. And we are opening up with some unarmed coming out from Whitetown, racking up a bit of damage onto Squared and Enigma.
Interesting lead into this game too. If we're looking at this Whitetown and Cry putting out a lot of damage onto the red team, and Enigma unable to even get a weapon so far. There's the weapon spawn in the corner. Cry trying to protect it, throws the weapon, but unable to grab that weapon before Enigma gets it, and Fall immediately pushes Cry out to the left side. Cry picking up those guns, will down air his opponent. Down air again though, this time on Squared, and Cry displaying a very nice game with these guns, spacing out the opponent, but the recovery out from the turnaround.
That was
the
great.
Recovery gets missed, and then the grab cancel.
Oh my god, what
Oh
a
my
beautiful
God.
team combo coming out from Whitetown and Cry with the neutral light into NSIG follow-up. That was huge. Early lead.
And
Early
the
lead.
side air for the KO onto Cry. Very early stocks on this game. Within that first minute, we're seeing 3 people not get knocked out. Enigma with a ground pound, gonna just bounce off harmlessly on that platform. Whitetown gonna pick up this axe, gonna put the pressure on, but Squared coming in there with that bow, pushing him away.
Absolutely. What an impressive team combo we just saw. I'm still shocked by that. Enigma and Squared have found themselves in the orange, while Whitetown's still holding on to his first stock. Oh, they interrupted the signature. That was gonna kill.
Oh man, and there's the damage on Whitetown is so high, but you got the Azoth Legend pick, got a high defense. Oh, and there's a side air for the KO on a Square down to 1 stock at the moment. Meanwhile, Whitetown just hanging. There's the recovery for the KO onto Whitetown from Enigma. Enigma though running out of jumps down to his final stock right there. 2 stocks for the blue team to the 1 stocks on the white team. Meanwhile, though, Cry will survive that recovery, gets shot right into the air, but will survive until that side air from Enigma will knock him out to the left. Clean stocks all around. Very strong lead though for the blue team with that extra stock on Whitetown.
Let's see if they can make use of that lead and rack up some substantial damage. Squared PH kind of struggling right now. You can see Cry racking up a ton of damage with the gauntlets here. He was going for the edge guard onto Enigma, but Enigma recovering with his Lancers is going to make it back. He said, no, 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 not today.
The downstig out from Enigma, pushing out Cry. But Whitetown saying, no, no, no.
Are you reading the chat, dude? I'm not going to read that. Anyway, Cry finding himself in the kill percent, but Enigma and Squared following suit. Looks like Whitetown still holding on to this massive stock lead. It's going to be real tough for them to pull off this match so far. Ooh, I'm surprised that recovery didn't kill. Squared is going to be taken out really soon because he's got a ton of damage racked up on him. He's going to have to play smart and be careful with the moves that he throws out. That's going to do it. The recovery from Whitetown is going to secure the kill, and now it's left to a 1v1 between him and Enigma, but Enigma with so much damage gets comboed into the dare into recovery. What a beautiful play coming out from Whitetown. Whitetown really showed up that match.
We're going to see us jump right on into the next game here. Same legend choices from Whitetown and Cry. Gotta see what we get. We got a Koji out from Squared and Enigma with a Scarlet. Very curious to see how this is going to go.
Cry is doing very well also. I thought I'd throw that out there, that while Whitetown was definitely one of the dominant players from the blue team last match, Cry has been doing a great job at racking up a ton of damage and closing out kills with his gauntlets. So let's see what happens here in game 2. Looks like Whitetown's actually going in hot with some unarmed, and Cry's following up with a neutral light. But he killed himself early.
Oh,
That's not
no.
a reset. That was a gimp.
That was a KO, and the red team has Cry in between them, although Cry turning around, putting the pressure onto Enigma. Enigma here, ooh, moves back. Cry with a side sig, trying to catch someone, but Whitetown, with that bow being so punishing, squared down on the side. Oh, the wall touch will happen for Whitetown, though. Whitetown gonna get hit, dodge through the ground pound, actually.
Wow.
And the side light into the neutral air from Cry. Again, the blue team playing so well, pushing the red team to each other, transferring the red team to each other to allow for these combo kills, these team kills. Neutral light on both of the red team members, side air on both of the team members there again. And the recovery for the KO onto Enigma.
That's going to take Enigma out, and now it's down to taking out Squared. Squared in a prime position to get edge guarded. Throws out a risky gravy, but actually doesn't get punished.
Oh boy, and oh my goodness, and this game already so strongly in the lead of the red team. Whitetown pushing out on the right side, gonna recover here, get the wall touch. We're gonna see a ground pound. No, a down air from Squared. Meanwhile, on the left side, Enigma with the side air into the neutral air, pushing Cry, keeping Cry away. But Whitetown gets knocked out to the left. Neutral sig, very risky, but not gonna get punished. Gonna throw out that side sig. Enigma down here on the right.
Ooh.
Will get a side air, strong side air on both his teammate and Cry. Cry runs out of jumps, no save for him. Cry is out, but so is Squared. Cry, though, down to his final stock.
That was a huge play for the red team. Enigma really showing up there. However, if Whitetown can close out this stock, he can even up the game, I guess, essentially.
I mean, he could even up this game. He is going to survive. His damage is very high. Coming to the wall here. Going for the side air onto Squared. Squared with the down sig punish. But Cry going to pick up the KO onto Enigma. And Whitetown, though, going to get KO'd there by the Koji, rocked by Squared at the moment. Lance coming out from Enigma. Following it inside air, side light into the Nair, pushing Cry away. Cry not going to get that weapon. Instead, Whitetown is going to pick up the bow. And there's a side light into recovery for the KO onto Cry. This becomes a 2v1 all of a sudden. Very, very tense for Whitetown, who has to get 3 stocks out to turn this around. But he does have a legend who has the weapons that can really outspace your opponent if you're careful. And he can do a lot of damage very, very fast and has some very potent sigs. It could happen. And right now we are seeing him really dish the damage out to the opposing team.
Hey, we're seeing almost polar opposites from the last game where, you know, Whitetown has found himself at a massive deficit now, and it's going to be really, really tough to close this out. But like you said, it is possible. He's just going to have to play carefully and make sure that he doesn't throw out any moves that can be punished too hard with a killing blow.
And I mean, you got to give props to him right now because he's managed to get both of the opposing members of the red team kind of into the damage place. But the ground pound could set up for the combo. No, Whitetown here going to survive. Will hit that down air. Squared will come up with a recovery. Grab cancel, down sig, not going to connect. Whitetown able to avoid it. Down sig from Enigma going to hit his teammate. But the down sig, ooh, and the weapon throw. I think this might be it for Whitetown. It is it for Whitetown. Squared and Enigma will take our second game. We're going to see another best of 3 right now. Who will take the next game? Who will move on to be in the next top 8 slot? The world will never know, except for 8 minutes from now when we will know.
Hey man, the world, that's what I was going to say. The world will in fact know after this game 3 here of this set. Map bans are underway. And so far, you know, the first game we've seen the blue team, Whitetown and Cry, show up really strong. And then the second game we saw, you know, Squared PH and Enigma PH turn it around and show up very strong themselves. So this could go either way. It's very hard to predict the outcome of this match. We can only just wait and see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Time will
but
tell.
We are not seeing Twilight Grove.
The Great Hall.
Great Hall. Interesting choice.
That's surprising. That's very surprising. But hopefully, you know, that works out for them. Let's see. Going into game 3.
Again, no legend swap here as well. See who's going to pick up these weapons immediately. Cry going for that weapon, but Enigma going to pick it up immediately first. Whitetown with that bow. And again, that bow was so effective for them in that last game. Squared, though, turning it around, putting the damage onto Whitetown, while Enigma is forcing Cry over here on the right to be in a little bit more of a tough position. Oh, but the side light. Very close game.
Squared is laying on the pressure onto Whitetown right now, while Cry appears to be getting abused by Enigma.
Beautiful side sig for the KO onto Enigma.
And just as I said that, he manages to close out Enigma's stock. That was a beautiful signature coming out from Cry, and it seems like they're making some pretty good adjustments actually here, even within the first 30 seconds.
We did see Whitetown land a really nice side seek right there, and Cry gets knocked up into the sky. Will throw that weapon down. Will pick that weapon again. There's the recovery for the KO onto Cry. 3-2 stocks for both teams at the moment.
Super
Enigma
close.
picking up that Lance super close right now, and you look at Squared right now. That's the target for the blue team. The damage is so high. The side air, they're
no.
going to push White Town out. White Town will survive, will avoid that Sig out from Squared, but the down airs and the side airs, we are seeing White Town get knocked out, and the damage on Cry build up so quickly. Cry, though, with the recovery, with those gauntlets, going to push Squared up and out. Ooh, neutral Sig coming out, gonna get punched. There's a little bit of a clash right there. Meanwhile, Enigma and White Town laying it out right now. White Town using that bow, using that spacing of that bow to get above that Lance and punish it. But there's the KO from White Town onto Squared. 2 stocks all around.
What a ridiculously close game. I liked what we saw from Enigma and Squared, though, where Enigma positioned, I believe it was Cry for the kill, and then Squared actually went for the follow-up and secured the kill while Enigma took care of White Town. But both teams trading rather evenly. However, the blue has found themselves at a deficit here. They are in the kill percent. They're going to have to play very carefully, make sure they don't get taken out. But they're doing a great job at racking up a ton of damage so far. Enigma, nearing the kill percent himself, is getting brutally abused.
The ground pound right there denied Cry's recovery, which would have KO'd Enigma had it connected. But you know what? I also have to say that the blue team did fantastic without a weapon for all. Cry without a weapon. Enigma on the edge. Ground pound comes out, does not connect. Cry going instead for the side air into the recovery. Will hit Enigma. Enigma will live. So will Squared, who gets knocked up on the other side. The stocks are so close right now. 2 stocks all right, but the damage, everyone is in that kill percentage. Anything could happen right now. And there's the first KO in this tense 2-stock battle. Enigma gets knocked out.
And we see Cry here in a pretty bad position. He does get edge guarded by Squared's Bowser, and now White Town, looking to follow suit, is also in a pretty poor spot, but he does manage to make it back to center stage, which is safe and is where he needs to be, in my opinion. Let's see if he can hold on to the stock long enough to rack up the damage. He actually manages to take Squared out. White Town securing a lead for the blue team.
White Town out here on the left. Look at the damage on White Town. He is surviving. He's the key element for this team. He gets hit by that recovery by his teammate, but he will survive, although the down air from Squared will knock him, bounce him off the platform for the KO. 1 stock all around. Cry kind of in that kill percentage right there. Cry will survive. Enigma also the target on the blue team, who has the highest damage. Cry surviving without those gauntlets. Gonna pick up those gauntlets again. That was about as long as you can wait. That side light into recovery will not connect. The side stick though will hit Enigma out to the left, and Squared tries to get the recovery. Will not the KO. The side air there will connect with Cry. Will KO Cry. We're looking at a 2v1 all of a sudden where White Town has to clutch this match.
If he can take out Enigma, I think he might actually be able to do it. He's looking pretty strong so far, but the ground pound comes out, and once again, he was stuck on the ledge. He was stuck on the side of the map, and you can't dodge while you're on the side of the map, so he was unable to jump off quick enough so that he could throw out that dodge to avoid that ground pound, and unfortunately, that's going to secure Game 3 for Squared, PH, and Enigma.
They are going to move on into the top 8, which is what a fantastic set there. And we are going to move on to our next match here, which is going to be, I do believe, Mother Russia and Mantrak versus Consolix and Double Dime. And we did just see Consolix and Double Dime play for quite a while up in the winners the winners quarterfinals. They last played against Remy and Noel. Oh, maybe not. No, we're good. And it was kind of a very, very exciting, very good match. And looking at that, that was one of our only best of threes, of which we've been getting a lot lately in this round 4, which is quite exciting. So they are jumping in here, folks. And right now we're going to see that Scarlet pick out from Consolix. We'll see if Double Dime goes for maybe goes for that Algrim pick one more time. And they should be getting ready in a little bit here. Folks, thank you for tuning in right now to our tournament at the moment. If you guys are new to Brawlhalla, have never seen Brawlhalla, this is a free-to-play game for the PC and also now for the PS4. Beta codes have been going out. We'll be seeing a complete, full-on PS4 release in a few months, I think. But don't quote me on that. He said, yup, so we're going to roll with it. It is free-to-play. Great community, very active devs, and if you've been looking for that game, kind of like those couch experiences you had when you were younger and you had, Super Smash Melee. I hate to compare it to that, but for that casual level play where you got a bunch of your friends, there's nothing else like this on PC.
Brawlhalla is one of those exceptional games where you can play it with your kids casually, but master it with your bros on an esports level. It's got such a dynamic to the skill, I guess, levels. There's a very high skill cap in Brawlhalla, which is why we're here today for our premier 2v2 Brawlhalla circuit tournament. And we are going into game 1 of this set with Mantrak and Mother Russia versus Cryos, Kosalix, and Double Dime. Now,
So here we go. No Smell of Grumpy Temple. I think that's the map that gets nixed away immediately on almost every match I've ever seen. I don't know that I've met a player who's like, I love Small Grumpy Temple. It makes me want to say that I love Small Grumpy Temple just to be contrarian, but I won't do that because I don't actually love Small Grumpy Temple. We're just figuring out strike order right now in chat, and we'll be going in just a moment. Here we go. There's the reset for the strike order. Of course, Small Grumpy is out.
yeah, I absolutely despise Grumpy Temple. I think a majority of the community does. There's not a lot of people that actually really like to play on that map. I don't know. It's a weird map to play on. It's a big map. The kill zones are very far out, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't like the centerpiece either, to be honest.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, it's the map. It's what it is.
It is what it is. It's all personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Going into game 1 of this set, looks like we're going to be going in on Twilight Grove. We've got Mother Russia with the Hattori, Mantrak also with the Hattori, and then Kosalix and Double Dime rocking Scarlet and Sir Roland. We've got the double lance. We've got the double sword spear. Let's see how that works out for both teams. Going into game 1.
Here we go. Mother Russia picking up that sword, but Double Dime getting that first hit with that down air. Kosalix with that classic lance play that we've seen him play many times before. See how this is going to match up. Keep in mind that playing the game can be exhausting for the players who have been playing quite a lot, but it is very even, although Double Dime holding his own has not been hit yet and putting the pressure onto Mother Russia, knocking him up with a grab cancel neutral sig, not going to hit, but another recovery into Mother Russia, who's being knocked up into the sky. Mother Russia turning around, but will get hit by the ground pound, followed by that down air. Meanwhile, Mantrak and Mother Russia trading off those recoveries with that sword to push him up and up and up, but Double Dime unrelenting with these recoveries into Mother Russia, trying to knock him out, but there's an end stick from Mother Russia for the first KO onto Kosalix. What a set.
Double Dime, even though he's at a deficit right now, is coming in strong this match. Just absolutely laying on the pressure onto the blue team. I see him being able to close out of stock rather soon if he can get Mother Russia in the position to edge guard. But Mother Russia is obviously, a force to be reckoned with.
Oh man, this game is already insane. The amount of play that we've seen off the top of the map is crazy. But then we're seeing the next kill, a recovery from Kosalix into Mantrak, gonna knock him up. 2 stock for both teams at the moment. The ground pound from Double Dime gonna pick up the recovery onto Mother Russia, putting the red team in a very kind of even lead if you'll follow along, because Kosalix is quite damaged. Damage is also high on Double Dime, and it could turn in the blink of an eye or in the flip of a dime, and we see it right there with the KO onto Double Dime. 2 stocks all around for both players.
Kosalix is finding himself in the kill percent, getting abused here, but he's racking up a ton of damage with the bread and butter lance combos, dodges through the side stick from Mother Russia, and manages to punish with a recovery of his own. Kosalix is doing a great job at holding onto this stock, and Double Dime is doing a great job at laying down the pressure.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle this game right now. It's so even.
Breathe.
It's so matched up. No breathing.
We don't breathe. We inhale after the set.
Sponsored by water, remember, okay? We are seeing a sig out onto Mantrak as he gets knocked out to the right. That was a joke, by the way. Who will pick up that sword. Kosalix with a down sig, gonna knock Mother Russia to the side. Mantrak with the side air onto Double Dime. Mother Russia there in position to try and follow it up. Mantrak will get knocked out, will get the wall touch. Although Double Dime right there with the side for the KO onto Mantrak, knock him out to the left.
Double Dime with a nice placed recovery is gonna take him out, but Kosalix following suit. Double Dime is now the only one with 2 stocks left, and he is so close to being taken out himself. But he does cancel out that recovery with a ground pound of his own, managing to hold on to the stock as long as possible, while Kosalix is looking to rack up some damage onto Mother Russia with his hammer here.
Side air knocks Double Dime out to the left. Double Dime's damage is very high at the moment, but he is surviving and allowing Mother Russia to get in here while he occupies the opponent, occupies Mantrak's attention here. That side light will hit, and the recovery from Mother Russia will get the KO right there. Will hit and get the KO. 1 stock all around. Kind of yellow across the board, except for Double Dime, who just respawned and will pick up that lance. And we are seeing so much happening at the same time. We saw Mantrak pick up a really nice spear combo on the left and a nice sig hit from Kosalix onto Mother Russia, I believe, or maybe Mother Russia onto Kosalix on the left. This game could go either way at the moment.
It's looking like it's going in favor of the blue team so far, though, with Koslix being the first one to enter kill percent. He's going to have to be very careful so that he doesn't lose this stock and put his teammate into a 2v1 situation. But Double Dime really showing up this match, laying on the pressure, throwing out the signatures, trying to cover those options, but unable to find any connections. He is now left in a 2v1 situation. Does catch the recovery, but just one bread and butter combo and it's over for him. He's gonna have to be so careful.
His damage is so high, but at the same time, he's really not that far from getting the damage on Mother Russia and Mantrack that same place. But the soundlights into recoveries are intense. The ground pound and the recovery will make
oh my god
out from Mother Russia for the KO.
Oh my god,
Holy
dude.
cow.
I don't even know what I just saw. So I think what we just saw is he hit he hit him into the wedge, right? And then I think they followed up with a down sig with the sword, if I'm not mistaken. That was very interesting. That was a very interesting interaction. Very impressive.
That was insane, dude. I freaking can't handle this right now. It's these games are getting me like warm, and my room is already, I got lights on and everything,
I'm hot.
and I'm
on
sweating.
Fire. It's great.
But you know who are also on fire? These players, Mother Russia and Mantrack, Koslix and Double Dime, all laying out some of the best plays we've seen all day today in this matchup.
Absolutely, and we're going into game 2 on Mammoth Fortress. And, you know, the gravy's boiling. It's gravy, baby. Things are getting heated up here in this Brawlhalla 2v2 circuit tournament. And going into game 2, looks like Mother Russia is going to be the first one with a weapon. He's racked up a bit of damage onto Koslix. However, Mantrack has found himself at a weapon deficit, but he's not afraid to utilize his unarmed and rack up some damage onto Double Dime.
Even game start at the moment. Ground Pound going to get punished by Mantrack. It was a really nice kind of classic side light down air into side air string at the moment. Side air. Oh, side air. Koslix on the right. We're going to see a dodge. Mantrack will recover. Koslix again pushing over to the right. Nice side air to punish Double Dime's Ground Pound right there. And the weapon throw going to just put him out of commission for a little bit longer. Side air from Mother Russia hits Koslix. Recovery from Mantrack. Going to hit Double Dime. Pretty even, except for the blue team having a very strong damage lead at the moment. The recovery nearly hits, but the recovery from Mother Russia will get the KO onto Koslix for that first strike.
We've seen some huge adjustments from the blue team this time around. We're not seeing Double Dime, you know, put out that pressure like he was in game 1. We have seen, you know, the red team is now at a clean 2-stock deficit. And it's going to be kind of tough to come back from that, but they look to be spacing Mantrack out right now, trying to get him in position for an edge guard.
I mean, if you're the blue team, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself. Up on these up a stock, you know, you got those early stocks on the opponent, and you're putting out a lot of damage. They're already both in the orange, which is a really nice place to be when you had that stock lead. The downside from Koslix pushing out Mother Russia, though, and the blue team has the pressure. There's the recovery for the KO onto Mother Russia. Mantrack hovering on the side. We just saw that wall slip animation come out there, but Mantrack able to get that wall touch, or ground touch rather, just before it really started hitting him. Mantrack putting the pressure here on Double Dime, while Koslix opting out to you know, put the pressure back on Mother Russia. It's a really close game right now, and every second Mantrack is alive here. Nearly 2 minutes in the game, still in his first stock. Although there's the side light into recovery that we've seen so often with these Lance plays get the KO. It's just so good. The blue team has such a strong lead at the moment. If they can capitalize this and follow through with a KO, I mean, they're going to be in the position to take this game.
Absolutely.
Calling it super early.
Absolutely. I mean, we can see that Koslix really likes to utilize his side light into recovery. We've seen him get so many kills so far in this tournament with such a basic bread and butter combo, but if used consistently and used correctly, it can be really effective. However, Koslix is going to be taken out here, and Double Dime following suit, getting taken out by Mantrack's N-Sig. I mean,
we are seeing the blue team really with a very strong lead still. Even though Mother Russia in the red, Mother Russia has been able to survive here and really been able to put the pressure on the second stock. Although Double Dime falling with that side air, gonna pick up that Lance, gonna opt. Oh, connects with the Sig right there onto Mother Russia for the KO. And the red team saying, you know what, we're gonna even this game around as they put the pressure onto Mantrack, knocking him out to the right. Double Dime here holding him away as Koslix puts the slam down onto Mother Russia, getting Mother Russia already into the yellow.
I like that. That was good. Koslix in the kill percent, finding himself in a dangerous position on the edge of the map. Mantrack going for the edge guard, but not really finding any connection. Koslix with his bread and butter side light into recovery once again is going to secure a kill onto Mantrack. But how long can he hold on to this stock for? He's taking so much damage.
Oh, and there's the recovery. Kostelix, though, will survive. His damage is high. He's going to come to the left side here.
Oh, the dare.
Goes for the recovery, but we'll get hit by that dare. We'll get the wall touch, though. Will survive. Kostelix picking up that hammer. Double Dime going to connect with that nair. Oh, my God. Mother Russia. Gonna punish Double Dime Sig right there with a sidelight. Meanwhile, the recovery from Mother Russia will knock Kostelix out. Double Dime here up in the sky. Recovery not gonna hit from Mother Russia. Recovery from Mantrack will connect.
Oh my
And
God, the
Raptor
gravy
slides it towards the
side.
KO. Mantrack and Mother Russia are gonna take it.
Oh my God, dude. I almost want to start clapping if it wouldn't ear rape everybody. That was amazing. What a well-placed gravy cancel side signature. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So they're going to take that set clean.
Oh, what a set, dude.
That was honestly pretty impressive. That was a well-placed gravy. Well-placed gravy. Everybody loves a nice gravy. And who are we looking up at next? It looks like we've got...
I believe we're going to be looking at Phoebe and Simba, the return of Phoebe and Simba against Smasher and Happy. We have not seen Smasher and Happy play before, but I have seen Smasher and Happy play on other tournaments that I have been a part of, and it's exciting. It's good play, and keep in mind that these guys came in from losers round 1, and they won losers round 1, round 2, round 3. They're now at this losers round 4, and if they take this, they'll move on to that top 8, which for them, everyone loves an underdog, and I'll be real, I love an underdog, although I'm neutral because
I love underdogs too, personally. I'm really excited to see some of the gameplay come out from some of them. Let's see what happens here. I'm just updating the overlay real quick.
We are getting started where you're seeing the Hattori and Val choice out from Simba and Phoebe. Extra attack on the Val, extra defense on the Simba. Val and Cassidy from Happy, and I guess Smasher's going by Weaver now. We got the extra defense on the Cassidy. And with Cassidy, I'm always interested to see how they use that down sig and how they use that neutral sig. Those two signature moves, I think they have.
Are you talking about with guns or hammer?
With guns. With guns.
Okay.
I think if you can slide into those so well, and I really think it sets up for some really cool plays. Something
I think honestly, like you were saying with the slide, I think slide charge gun down sigs with Cassidy are absolutely devastating if used properly. But opening up with some early damage, Weaver is going to rack some damage up onto Simba, but Simba, rebuttaling with some damage of his own. Bread and butter spear combos.
Okay,
you
very
still
even.
excited?
Look at the damage here. Yeah, of course I'm excited.
Stoked.
Love this game. Happy putting out a little bit of pressure on Simba, trying to get him with that neutral air. Simba able to maneuver out of it. Phoebe, though, with that downlight side air, actually, instead of a side air, opting for that recovery. And there's the setup between Phoebe and Simba with a little bit of back and forth, a setup for a black hole, but Weaver's teammate Happy comes in and kind of pulls him out of it at the same time. And is this double KO? No, it's a side sig with a single KO, but Simba sets up for the recovery. Happy dodges through it, will survive. Going in with that down air. Phoebe.
Whoa! Did you see that?
That was incredible.
Oh my God, he gets the side light into gravy cancel side light into recovery? Is that what I just saw? It was a pivot too. He pivoted the gravy.
It was beautiful.
That was impressive.
Go back and watch that for just technical cleanliness of technical ability, because it's fantastic. Meanwhile, we did just see Simba get knocked out, and we're going to see, we might be seeing Phoebe be knocked out here. No, Phoebe will get that wall touch, but the side air, we're going to hit Phoebe again. Phoebe loses those gauntlets, going to try and recover again to the side. Does not get it. The dodge is too horizontal for it to happen. Right now, though, 2 stocks all around Phoebe and Simba, though, looking really good on those clean stocks. Got Weaver and Happy in that damage. Weaver, if you guys are looking at the bracket, is also D Smasher. Oh, man. Phoebe with a pickup on the recovery onto Weaver.
I just can't get over that reverse. That was pretty good. Okay, so Weaver finding himself in the kill percent, gets the recovery onto Simba. Simba in a dangerous position here, does manage to make it back to center stage, and gets the end sig onto Weaver, rebuttaling, saying, you want to try to take me out? No, 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 not today. I'm going to take you out. Wow. Are you laughing at what I just said? No doubt, dude. I'm laughing inside too. Keep on going. Keep on keeping on. We got Weaver.
Oh no! Happy will fall, lose that stock. The red team down to their final stocks here. Meanwhile, Phoebe and Simba both rocking their second stock. There's the down air. Weaver on the edge. Phoebe coming through here, gonna push up against Happy. Simba goes for that down air, will not connect. Side air from Weaver will hit into a side sig. Side air from Phoebe will put the pressure out onto Weave. Side sig gonna not hit Simba. I think he like phased through it or something. But the side sig will hit Simba right there, knock him down to one stock. Looking real good, looking up and up for the red team at the moment.
Phoebe has been doing a great job at holding onto his stocks while he's in the kill percent, and I think that's the real game changer here for the blue team, is the fact that Phoebe has been able to remain just in a stock lead, essentially. Because look at all the damage that Weaver and Happy are taking right now, while they're still unable to close out the stock. It's absolutely brutal. Happy does have Phoebe in edgeguard position though, but once again, unable to close it out, and that's gonna be a game changer. That's devastating.
We did just see that neutral sig knocking Happy out of commission for a little while out into the left side. Happy does recover. Phoebe with that sword, pushing Weaver out to the left. The damages now are higher for the red team than they are for Phoebe at the moment. Phoebe throws the side sig out the other way. The down air, though, from Simba, gonna knock Weaver out. This becomes a 2v1 against Happy. Happy gonna have to get rid of 3 stocks and take very little damage to turn this around. Happy gonna play the edge as strongly as he can, although will come back to the wall. The recovery from Simba will hit his own teammate. Side air will connect onto Happy. Happy will nicely evade that recovery from Simba, but the side sig will get the KO from Phoebe. Phoebe throwing out the salute, saying, "Hey, you played a good game."
I'm gonna give some. I mean, obviously, props to the blue team as a whole, but you know, a shout out to Phoebe particularly during that match right there. He did a great job. He was in kill percent for so long. Hard to kill for sure.
We're gonna see a swap out here to Bodvar from Weaver. Same Hattori, same Val pick we've seen all night from Simba and Phoebe. It's been working for them. No reason to change it. And we got that Hattori out from Happy, rocking that tennis racket sword, which does come, I think, from a Sir Roland skin, if I'm not wrong.
Yep. You are correct. That is a Sir Roland sword right there, meaning that he is also familiar with the Lance gameplay. But we're not going to be seeing any Lances today. Going to be seeing a lot of swords and some hammers and gauntlets.
I mean, it is the one thing that we have consistent across all players right now is that they do have that sword as an available weapon.
That's a good point.
And that sword, we've seen it so effective today with those downlight, side air combos, with those recoveries.
Great at punishing landings.
Exactly, and just general, just kind of in the air play, really quick, really allows you to get in there and be quite punishing. Simba does push Weaver out to the side and will use that weapon throw to outspace Weaver and recover, really come back to the top of this platform.
All right, but so far, Happy's really showing up. He's doing a great job at racking up the damage with these bread and butters, spacing well, and absolutely brutalizing Phoebe here. But whoa, that was a weird interaction on the top of the map. Not sure what I just saw.
But what we are seeing is a very even game. That long ground pound out from Simba. Gonna set Weaver up for the KO, but Weaver turns it around for the KO onto Phoebe, knocking him out with a ground pound and then surviving. At the same time, Weaver gets knocked out right there. But again, evening out. Simba has Happy on the edge with that weapon throw, with those down airs, but Happy will recover. Phoebe right there, though, to get the punish.
Happy did a great job at saving his recovery and waiting for, you know, a safe moment to throw that out. Had he thrown that out earlier, he could have potentially gotten edge guarded there. But both teams trading
nice
super even. We've got Happy and Simba nearing kill percent, and Phoebe and Weaver literally even in damage so far.
Recovery onto Weaver. Weaver turns it around for the recovery onto Simba. I love these turnarounds that we've been seeing in the games lately. Just like move for move, tit for tat type of deal. The side will hit Simba right there. That is a team KO. That's not so good for the blue team. It was aiming for Happy, but Happy evades it, and that's great. And then Simba turning it around with a recovery, unarmed recovery into Happy, though Happy will survive. Phoebe on the edge here going for that down air. The side down air, though, from Weaver punishes that down air attempt and will put Phoebe down to his final stock. Happy still on his first stock, picks up that recovery onto Phoebe. Phoebe with the side stick will hit Weaver, which will knock Weaver out. Happy here hanging back, gonna wait for his teammate to respawn, will get hit by that side air, will recover here, will get that wall touch, the dodge, and the recovery drops, but there's the neutral air from Simba for the KO.
Oh no, the black hole! We've got the black hole. Oh, they racked up a ton of damage. That was a game changer right there. Weaver has found himself nearing the kill percent after that and in a prime edge guarding position. Unfortunately, that's going to be tough to come back from.
It's going to be very tough to come back from, and we're looking to pressure on Weaver so high as Simba picks up that recovery and knocks him out. Happy with the side air on the right side to knock Phoebe out, and this is a 2v1. We've seen a lot of this lately. Happy going for Simba. Simba on the edge, has used that recovery, has used his dodge, will get hit by that neutral sig, will knock at that wall touch, is down to his final stock. 2v1 right now. Happy and Weaver looking good, looking strong as we come into minute 3 of this game.
Oh man, he's got 3 stocks to take out. That's gonna be tough. He does get the nice downlight into recovery, but that's not enough to kill. It's not enough to bring it down to a 1v1. And now he's in position to get edge guarded. Happy with the sword, goes for the Greavy and Sig, but gets interrupted.
Very tense game right now. If you're Simba, that recovery will knock Weaver up into the sky. The neutral air comes out from Simba trying to knock Weaver off the top, but there's the side air for the KO. Happy and Weaver are going to take it. Happy and Weaver are going to make this another best of 3, folks.
We're starting to see a lot closer games now that we're getting closer and closer to, you know, the top 8. It's starting to come down to those best of 3s. It's always coming down to this last match right here, and we are wasting no time whatsoever. It looks like map bans are underway once again.
And I gotta say, shout out to that Bodvar pick for Weaver, because it's really lent him. I feel like it really turned the momentum around for the red team in that game. That switch of what I think really gave them that choice of a sword and hammer, really gave them the kind of that momentum they needed to even up this set and bring it to this 1-1, bring it to this best of 3.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Completely agree. Let's see how both teams are going to perform here in Game 3. Mammoth Fortress. Happy opening up with the recovery, gets the weapon, now has Simba in a position. Oh, but he switches over to Phoebe to rack up some extra damage with an Endlight. That was a good transition right there.
Phoebe and Weaver really going at each other. Phoebe able to get a sidelight into a recovery there. Meanwhile, Weaver turning around with a neutral. Oh, but Weaver gets caught in Phoebe's down sig.
Oh no, dude! Now we're a meme. Simba finding himself in the kill percent, managing to hold on to his stock, but just barely.
Ground pound.
He does get the dare into recovery reset. However, Phoebe looking to
get the wall touch.
Oh, he does. He does in fact
Yes.
get the wall touch, but Simba
like
put
a
himself in a
pixel
position to
perfect
get dared, and Happy is going to waste no time with that. He does secure an early kill onto Simba. Phoebe looking to follow suit, but whoa, Weaver taken out by the Hattori Ensig.
And it's gonna put, again, these games have been so even right now, so even damage-wise and stock-wise, neck and neck. Side air from Weaver, knocking Phoebe out of commission for a little bit here. Weaver gonna put the pressure out on Simba, but Simba with a soft weapon toss to give him space to breathe and come back. Weaver, though, gets the KO with the side air onto Phoebe. Phoebe down to 2 stocks, Simba down to 2 stocks. Simba putting the pressure on Weave. On Weaver, but Weave is just staying alive here, staying alive, hanging out at the moment.
Oh, my man. Simba in the kill percent, playing patiently, racking up the bread and butter onto Weaver. But Weaver using that hammer for that added force, looking to pop him off the top, but doesn't get the kill. But he is going to get it with that one.
Well done. That's always exciting to see that down air catch and get that KO right there. 2 stocks all around except for Simba, who's on a clean 2. Will get that recovery onto Happy. Happy going for those down airs to push it out, but the side air from Phoebe gonna push Happy into Simba's range of control, area of control. Sigs coming out from Simba and Phoebe, who are controlling the ground game, but there's the turnaround, the downlight into a recovery onto Weaver, knocking him up into the sky. Weaver very high in the damage on the left side. Will dodge to the side air, but here's the recovery for the KO into Weaver. 2-1 stocks, both teams. Here we go. Phoebe in the edge, gonna try and push out, I think. Never mind, not on Simba, on Weaver. Weaver pushing him out, keeping him out, keeping control of the game. Weaver gonna pick up that sword. Maybe we're gonna see a sidelight, a recovery here for that KO. I don't know, but Weaver unable to get that hit confirmed as Phoebe is really pushing out with despite the damage that he's got on the stock.
Phoebe is gonna get taken out by that Nair coming out from Weaver. And now they found themselves at a stock deficit, and Phoebe already getting abused off of spawn by that neutral light into side light. It looks like they were looking to set up a black hole, but I think they got out of position for it, so they decided not to. Both teams trading evenly in damage, but that's not going to work out for the blue team right now because of the fact that they're at a stock deficit. But they do manage to take Happy out, and that's exactly what they needed. Phoebe and Simba looking to put on the pressure to Weaver. Can Weaver handle this? He's found himself in the kill percent. Oh, but he manages to dodge through the ground pound.
Very nicely done. I mean, this is one stock all around very close. I mean, the damage on the blue team is in that, very close to that kill zone, very close to that kill percentage. Feed with a really nice dodge through that end sig, picks up that downlight into side air, picks up that neutral sig, it looks like, onto Happy. Okay, with the recovery that will KO Weaver. Happy here has that damage lead, but has, is down that stock, and both of his opponents have sword and can set up for that sidelight sword, grab Black Hole so easily. But
but he can do it.
Simba gets the KO. This becomes a 1v1 all of a sudden.
Oh no, but the downlight and the recovery racks up the extra damage with the side air follow-up. Will he be able to recover? Saves his dodge, does manage to make it back. Happy, looking to close out this kill. All this is going to take is
one full side air to get the KO. One full side air will make this happen. It's so close on both players. So
there it is.
The damage to the recovery for the KO onto Happy. Phoebe and Simba will take it, and we'll move on to our top 8.
Wow. The downlight in the recovery, securing the win for Phoebe and Simba. What an excellent showing in that best of 3.
And which means we're going to come up to our next game, which I think, if I've done my math right and I've counted from 1 to 4, we will be coming up to our final game tonight, potentially. This is our final top game to get into the top 8. This is Crocky and Doppy versus Blood Diamond and Jellyfish.
Super excited to see this. This is going to be a game to remember, for sure. I mean, these are two exceptional teams, in my opinion. Two of the best teams, obviously. I mean, just due to their placement. But let's see how this turns out. I'm going to update the overlay real quick. Looks like Doppy's sticking with his Jala, Crocky's sticking with the Nash, and we can see Jellyfish and Blood Diamond with the Lucian and Koji.
All right, and we're looking at those stances too. We got a little extra defense from the Jala. Jala is a 3 defense legend, and picking that extra defense gives you just a little edge on survivability without sacrificing that damage and that just ability what you're able to do with that axe and that sword. We got that Dex on Nash. We got the attack power, that force, as we call it, from Jellyfish on that Lucian, and we got Koji from Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond rocking the Koji rather with that defense. We're going to jump on into this game. We're getting started. I am quite excited to see how this is going to happen.
I'm excited to see some throw combos come out from Jellyfish. We all know that Jellyfish has been known for his throw combos, known for his commercial, very flashy plays that he makes, and he's consistent with them. So let's see if he can pull some of those off on these top-level players here. Opening up with some damage onto Doppy, but not too much. Both teams very even in this neutral game so far.
All right. Looking at this very closely right now, damage is very even. Everyone's got that weapon, really like swords all around. We got that. You got a lot of variety here, I think, from the blue team, at least weapon-wise, with very little crossover. In fact, no crossover there at all. Jellyfish on the edge, Vex. Oh my God, always every time. Doppy coming here, pushing it out as well.
We see Crocky getting abused by the gun dares right there.
Oh man, we are seeing a neutral sig out from Doppy for the KO onto Blood Diamond. Very early KO within the first minute. And I mean, that neutral sig does so much damage, and it hits straight up. It can be so potent, and we just saw it right there. Blood Diamond with the bow, though, putting the pressure out on Crocky. Crocky not really allowing himself to get hit, though. Able to move around. Blood Diamond getting a little bit of a string onto Doppy over here. Swapping over, allowing Jellyfish to get in their swords, but Doppy saying, no, I'm going to get that side air string over onto Jellyfish. But there's the neutral sig, not going to KO Crocky. Just knock him to the sky. The slide down sig with the neutral air. Crocky gonna recover.
I feel like Doppy is coming in really strong here in this game. Does manage to take Jellyfish out with a beautiful down sig, and looks like Vex has found themselves in a nice lead right here.
Very nice, very strong. I mean, and there's the KO onto Doppy, evening this up. So that lead basically gone right now. This game is very, very neck and neck in the moment. And Blood Diamond and Jellyfish really working on that, like that slim 3 or 4 seconds of downtime where Doppy's respawning in to get so much damage onto Crocky. And we're seeing it again. Jellyfish doing so much damage unarmed into the ground pound, but Crocky ready with a recovery, knocking him down, keeping it out for a little bit of time. Neutral sig coming out from Jellyfish. No punish, but no connection either.
Oh, Doppy coming in strong with the bread and butter sword combos, has Blood Diamond on the side of the map, but Jellyfish not letting him get that edge guard, interrupting all of the moves he's throwing out here.
Down, oh man. We are seeing a lot of team play where you'll see, Jellyfish come in with those Katars on Doppy, and Crocky will come in and put the pressure on Jellyfish, who does hit that side sig right there onto Crocky, but Crocky will survive. and we'll avoid Blood Diamond's attack there. But there's a down air from Doppy for the KO into Jellyfish. Jellyfish down to his final stock at the moment. Blood Diamond on the edge as well, going off against Doppy. Doppy with the side airs. Oh, Blood Diamond falling with the side air of his own, with another side air right there. Will Doppy be able to recover? Doppy does not have jumps. Doppy falls out right there. Very even game, almost
So
exactly even if you look those damages and stocks. Blood Diamond converting off of Jellyfish right there to push Crocky out farther to the right, but the side air from Crocky gonna push Blood Diamond out to the left, and the ground pound is gonna connect on to Blood Diamond for the KO.
Oh, and he sets up for another recovery. Crocky's got Jelly in a bad spot. He gets the weapon throw, goes for the ground pound follow-up, but he gets punished by Jellyfish's well-placed Sair. Oh, that was so close.
What a turnaround right there. Not only does he get the wall touch and off the wall in time, but he connects with that side air for the KO. Such a nice play right there.
Oh, no, but Jellyfish found himself in the kill percent, and Crocky's looking to get the edge guard.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
All right.
Coming through here, gonna get picked up by Blood Diamonds.
Ooh!
Recovery there. Jellyfish in the sky on his final stock.
so
Damage
good.
so high in the downside for the KO on the Jellyfish. 2v1 right now. Crocky and Doppy against Blood Diamond. With that bow, though, on the edge, the recovery will hit. Both weapons fall down, and Blood Diamond without the jumps, without the recovery.
so
and
good.
game 1 is gonna go to Crocky and Doppy.
That was so good, dude. That was so good. So Crocky tosses his hammer, gets the Nair follow-up after, you know, he gets bounced off the ground, and then goes for the, I believe it was a reverse gravy down sig? That was ridiculous. What a play coming out from Crocky. Absolutely beautiful. Wow.
Oh my goodness. What a game.
That was impressive. Going into game 2, wasting no time at all. It looks like it's going to be on Mammoth Fortress, and we see Jellyfish switching over to the Barraza. That's an interesting pick.
3, 2,
1, bro. All right, here we go. Blood Diamond gonna pick up that hammer. Vex on that axe. Vex putting out so much damage onto Jelly already with the axe throw, also pulling it through. I mean, I've been saying Vex, and it's awful. I keep meaning to say
Doppy.
Doppy. Yeah, thank you. It's the abbreviations. They get me every single time.
Oh my god, but
Oh, the black
Jellyfish
hole.
maybe making a mistake with this Barraza pick is getting abused. Found himself in the kill percent real early, and Blood Diamond following suit.
Recovery into Jellyfish. Jelly falling down. Will get the wall touch. Goes for the ground pound. Anticipating something that wasn't there. Crocky with a neutral sig. Not going to hit. Jellyfish picking up the axe. Will hit that down air onto Doppy. Doppy following through against Blood Diamond. Crocky. Oh, trying to mind game right there with a little bit of a shuffle into a side air, but Jellyfish avoids it with a recovery. And then a recovery from Doppy. So close in the sig for the KO. That is first strike, I believe, on this game. And then second strike, double KO right there. Blood Diamond gonna get knocked out as well.
I want to scream, dude. Oh my god, Doppy with some beautiful plays here with the down sig and the end sig reads coming out from his sword. Blood Diamond and Jellyfish have found themselves at a devastating, and Blood Diamond's gonna bump his head off the map, and he's gonna get gimped early. That's huge. That's gonna put them in a terrible position. Oh no, I don't know how they're gonna come back from that. That's rough.
Ground pound. It's tough, and Crocky, I mean, still on 3 stocks, comfortably on 3 stocks at the moment. Blood Diamond with a falling ground pound right there, falling by default, and Doppy just keeping Blood Diamond locked down, although Blood Diamond falling in here with the side light into a side air, keeping Doppy out. Crocky here with the down stick, trying to space out the opponent.
Jellyfish is turning up. Jellyfish is doing a lot of work with his guns right now. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Jellyfish was making plays while we were watching Blood Diamond. Jellyfish was doing work with his guns, racking up a ton of damage on a Doppy, and he's looking to keep up the pressure. Unfortunately... Ooh.
Crocky does get knocked out right there. Doppy on the edge. The down air, though, doesn't hit for Jellyfish. Instead, we see a turnaround right there with the axe down there for the KO, and Doppy down here in the ground with the weapon throw for the KO. This game still could go either way.
Oh no, but unfortunately Crocky killing his teammate with the weapon toss. He does have the stock lead though. They're gonna have to, you know, focus Crocky maybe, or maybe actually focus Doppy and try to turn it into a 2v1. That might be their best option.
Although Crocky does get knocked out right there, 1 stock all around. At this point, no one can say what's going to happen. These games are so close when it comes to a final stock. Magic happens, folks. This is where the magic happens right now. We're seeing Doppy with that sword, kind of space out, throw out those sigs. Oh, Blood Diamond goes the other way.
Oh no, the black hole into the down sig.
Does so much damage. Jellyfish and Blood Diamond right now in the red in that kill percentage. Side air from Blood Diamond onto Doppy. Oh, the side sig. Down sig. Oh my god. Is this a team kill? Is this a team
no,
kill?
he went full-blown Super Saiyan, and he
It
gets him
was
with
a
the ground
team
pound. That was indeed a team kill coming out from Jellyfish. Now Jellyfish in a terrible spot, looking to get edge guarded, and he does.
neutral
Crocky
sig
with the end sig
for
is
the
gonna
KO.
secure game 2.
And just like that, Crocky and Doppy playing a fantastic set against Jellyfish and Blood Diamond, who also played a fantastic set.
That was
might I
really
say,
close.
Will advance into our top 8. Wow.
I feel like it might have been. You know what? I'm not even going to say it was a mistake. All right, so initially I was going to say that I feel like it might have been a mistake for Jellyfish to pick the Barraza, because within the beginning of the match, like the first 30 seconds, Jellyfish got, he got basically abused, brutalized, with damage, right? However, I feel like midway through the game, Jellyfish really kind of adapted and adjusted and started making some really, really impressive plays. So I feel like had he came in as strong as he ended, besides for that team kill, it would have been a different game. But unfortunately, they are going to get taken out by Team Vex, Crocky and Doppy. Crocky and Doppy showing up with some consistent wins here today. And I believe that was our last match for today.
That was our last match. Anyone who's joining us right now who's never seen this game before, this is Brawlhalla. It is a free-to-play platform brawler fighting game on Steam and soon to be PS4. You can get codes for the beta right now. If you haven't given it a shot, give it a shot. It'll run on a potato. So if your computer's not, two 1080 Ti's and like an i9 17,000 million, you will be able to run this game.
From what
really
I understand, Brawlhalla actually will run very smoothly on an i3 without a graphics card. So just about any machine can run Brawlhalla. And also, if you guys are familiar with Brawlhalla, but you're not familiar with Gravy Cancel was at one point the leading Brawlhalla tournament. We went on a bit of a hiatus. We've been gone for about 8 months now, and we are now making our way back into the esports scene within the Brawlhalla circuit, now hosting monthly North American 2v2 events and soon EU also, but starting out with North America. I hope you guys had a fantastic day and a fantastic time watching our event. We will be coming in next week on the 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that we can watch the top 8 be played out, and we can watch grand finals, and we can see who takes home the gravy, and the gravy being a $500 cash prize and circuit points. And
folks, sorry.
Go on.
No, I was going to say, and folks, if this is not enough tournament play for you as well, check it out. There's basically tournaments every weekend done by a variety of groups, and they're all pretty good.
If you guys have never been to it, go to the Brawlhalla subreddit, and you will basically, on the sidebar there's a tournament sidebar, and there's also announcements for the Brawlhalla circuit that come out every now and then. If you guys, I think Foda and TWK do a weekly esports thing where they talk about events that already happened, and they also talk about the events that are coming up. So definitely check those out on the Brawlhalla YouTube channel. Or you can catch them out live at twitch.tv/Brawlhalla. Just basically, if you're not playing Brawlhalla, you need to be playing Brawlhalla. It's free to play. You can play it casually, and it's got such a high skill cap that you could actually, if you're interested in esports and you really want to master a game, this is the game to master. I thank everybody for coming out today, and big shout out to my man Toast for holding me down as my co-caster. And if you guys aren't following Toast, make sure you go to twitch.tv/ToastBH, right?
Yes, that is exactly right.
Twitch.tv/ToastBH, and make sure you follow him because he's an exceptional caster, real solid dude, and I'm really glad. I couldn't have chosen a better person to run this event with me today.
I also want to give a big shout out to all the tournament organizers who make the stuff run behind the scenes.
Oh, them too.
They don't often get enough respect, and they're the blood.
Huge, massive shout out to Sloshula from Brawl League. If you guys haven't checked out Brawl League, they're also a tournament organization, and they do great stuff over there. Big shout out to Jet Fuel for holding me down. Looks like they're starting up a game here. Big shout out to Jet Fuel, and also a huge shout out to Foda from BMG for making this all possible. It's gravy, baby. I thank you guys for all coming out, and if you're interested in watching some top-level play, I'm actually going to give Wrenched a host, and Wrenched is a top-level esports player who is, I believe, a Qatar main, so if you're interested in seeing some of that gameplay, stay tuned and check him out, but until next time, I'll see you guys on the 30th. It's gravy, baby. you want to say bye, you can.
Later, everyone. Stay
Peace.
crispy.